All you gotta do is just. All you gotta do is just. All you gotta do is just. Baby, you know you ready. 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 All you gotta do is just. Baby, you know you ready. 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 All you gotta do is just. All you gotta do is just. Baby, you know you ready. 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 All you gotta do is just. Baby, you know you ready. 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 All you gotta do is just. All you gotta do is just.
Dude. I love that song, man.
What does it even say? Is it
I don't
you know
know.
Fred?
Yes.
Baby,
know
you know
dead.
Fred.
You know dead. I don't know.
It's so
That's
good.
funny. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit. How the hell are you?
Yeah, bro. Great. I don't know what's going on. I haven't written any notes. I haven't read any notes.
I was
am
thinking
not
last night.
prepared.
we have not just have we nothing today to specific like things to.
Lol.
We have 2 more shows that we have to not say things.
No, I've
after
got
this.
some news. I've got some news. I forgot to tell
Okay.
you earlier.
You're pregnant.
I have, yeah. And the due
Congrats.
date is next Friday. So
Oh,
it's a quick turnaround. It's unexpected.
I mean, you are showing. You've been showing for a while.
I have been showing for a while. Yeah, I've got the cravings.
Oh.
So
no
yeah.
stream next week. Is that what you're
Next week,
saying? We're gonna start
we don't
right
have
off
to
with
do
the.
we don't have to do no stream, but I'm not going to be here. That's the key thing. So
Maybe I'll do a stream. Maybe I'll just Claude hack my way through whatever I'm working on.
I don't want to see your stream. I don't want to see your stream.
That's not what you said last week at Laracon last year. You were like, remember that time in India? Remember that time in Germany?
Remember that time in Japan?
I remember that.
Oh man, what? Well, mate, is this?
These are inside jokes, public inside jokes.
Is this the one where we just go back over like previous episodes and just go
the highly caffeinated clip show?
Oh, I wish I've had like.
Look at this, man.
Coffee.
Look at this. We got a first learner in the class.
Hey.
Sama Nation. Sama Nation. Welcome, first learner.
That's Sam Altman. Is Sam A?
It's Sam Altman. It's
All
like the
nation.
Jewish AHLT Altman. Hello,
Yep.
Sanusia's 91115.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
All right, you go ahead with this one.
Hi. Yush.
Yep.
Dong. Recom.
Pi Yush Dong Recom. I love it. And
I did. Sorry about that. Sorry.
And this is
Piyush.
Rye Chardenclough. This is the best part of the show, actually. It's just intentionally saying names wrong.
Sona Lid Udia.
Sona Lid.
I feel
Lidia.
Sonali, have you added numbers to your name since last week?
What's that all about?
That's
You're
weird.
52.
Oh, did
You'll
I
be
just
52 in 2047. You'll be 52. So that means.
Maybe they're like lucky numbers, or maybe they're just Google random numbers. Who knows?
Esser is declaring he's a beautiful looking man.
He's a beautiful, weird French man.
Yeah, that beard though, something to marvel at. Online development. How you gonna mess that
qualified that?
Look at that.
Yeah. Online development. Yeah, there's lots of ways to mess that up. Piyush, I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting us. I hope that's how you pronounce your name.
Yeah.
It's still
if you don't
know,
but this is the thing we do: intentionally butcher your names. If you want us to butcher your names, just make a comment. And
if you want us to butcher other people's names, bring them into the show because they've got to be in the chat for us. I'll even say do this.
This is not a PG live stream. You can be very creative, and we will embarrass ourselves and you. Absolutely, it'll be great. I'm very caffeinated.
That is, oh dear.
All right, your turn. This one's your turn. Go for it.
Ghana. Yay, they did so well in the World Cup. So I don't know if you
did screw that name up. It's pronounced IceNet.
Nice net. Or maybe the 9 is meant to be like a G.
Oh.
So it's maybe Geisnet?
No, I would say Geesenet.
Geesenet. Is that like
we got
the child of a goose or something? I don't, or a swan.
That's a goose-sling.
What's a goose sling? Is that a sling that gooses use?
You put your goose in. Yeah.
Gooses.
You know when you like break your arm, you put your arm in a sling. Well, you can walk around with a goose inside of the same sling. Yep. A little baby goose. We are so stupid.
Goose.
What the hell is wrong?
I don't know.
These are the guys.
Whatever coffee you've had
with PHP
has like leached over to this side of the Atlantic.
It's because we touched microphones to each other.
Are you watching any of the football? Actually,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Soccer. The World Cup. It's happening in America right now.
Dude, I have a TV in my room. I had a TV in my room. Very nice TV. I've had it for a long time. Moved it to Carson's room. I have a TV in my living room. I haven't turned it on. Literally haven't turned it on. I started watching the movie Dumb and Dumber with Victoria 2 weeks ago. We watched 10 minutes of it and then got distracted and didn't finish it. And that was the first time I turned it on in literally since, I don't even know, probably this year, actually.
I'm gonna call it. It used to be Netflix and chill, but now it's got distracted. That's a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, great.
That's funny. Good take. That is. They want us to
no.
butcher. They want us
He's
to
not here. He's got
no,
to
but
be
we did
here.
say put up somebody else's name. We just say
no,
that.
but I think it's only funny if they're actually here to like either laugh or get upset about it.
Anyway,
we can't talk about people who aren't here.
I can totally
next
talk
time,
about Jeffrey
bring
Way.
this person along to the live stream with
Go
you,
get Jeffrey Way. Or should I say
Jeffrey Way?
Jeffrey Way. Jay Freeway.
I said we weren't going to do it. We did it anyway.
Go get Jeffrey Way.
Or as the French say, Jeffrey Way.
Anyway. We actually did get distracted. It's not what I insinuated.
Yeah. No,
Who is McLovin and Nate? I'm McLovin, and that's Nasty Nate.
And I'm Nate. How's it going?
There you go. So anyway,
yeah.
Are we going to talk about anything real? That's my actual question. Is there anything that we can talk about that we haven't already talked about?
Let's
that
get
we should
philosophical
talk about
for a second. Is anything real?
Oh, so the answer is no. Is basically what you're saying.
So then we can't. Talk about anything real. See?
Ooh.
So we should just carry on with this. I like the show already.
The universe.
Do you know what? I'm going to go and subscribe to this channel because
the universe is a man-made construct.
Your mind is a man-made construct.
Literally. So not, dude. I'm gonna kick Nate's ass here. Sonali's got a great question. Plugin updates.
Okay.
Did you approve Sonali's plugin yet?
Not
Nate?
yet.
Not
yet. No, because I'll tell you why.
Oh God.
This is an
Sonali,
excuse.
let him have it.
It's a full-on excuse. You can punish me later. And I look forward to that with much gusto. But the reason is I am waiting for something to arrive that allows me to test it in a real life scenario.
I don't know a better way to say this, but that sounds like bullshit. You don't have a anything Bluetooth around you, really?
I do, but it's all of that stuff.
Bluetooth in your car.
No, but all of those things are very basic. It's like the car is determined, and there's. I don't know if you know much about how Bluetooth works, but there are standards within the Bluetooth spec, right? That let devices just talk to each other on known sort of channels, like formats, interchange formats. And so your phone already knows a bunch of those. It's part of the spec. So when you implement Bluetooth, if you want, you've got to have the Bluetooth trademark and you've got to pay them, and then you've got to implement all of the stuff. So if you want a general purpose device like a phone, it has to be able to connect to most of these other things. And those other things already know like how to interpret signals from the phone. So they already work together. A plugin doesn't really necessarily solve that. It just is a layer that brings it into your app potentially and lets you possibly inspect some stuff, which is okay.
Kind of the same for NFC. Like we just needed to enable deep links and NFC just works, right?
But the real power of Bluetooth is in a custom app is your ability to send and receive custom signals. And if you've got a custom signature or format that you're trying to send over the radio, then you need a receiver on the other end that knows how to handle that or send that message. And that's what I want to be able to test. And I've got some, I can build another app that does it. I would do that. That was my plan. And this is why it would take so much more time. But now I've got something that's actually just a custom format that is coming. And when it's here, then I'll
what is the device? What is this magical Bluetooth vibrator you've ordered off of
I got distracted. I
know. So Nolly will be very happy. Her technology is being used for such a good purpose.
I can't talk about it very much. We're under an NDA. So
Oh, I know what it is now.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So
All right.
it's something that one of our partners is sending to me, a physical thing that they've been working on, which is quite cool.
Is anything physical?
Is anything real? No.
So
It's all just a figment of your man-made imagination.
I want to answer this question right here to On Lindy.
Great first technical
Development.
question of the show.
I like it. I like it. So this opens up a can of worms, not because of technical challenges. I'll just put it that way. There is not currently support for custom fonts inside Super Native. However, the plugin system works completely. And I think if you told Claude, build me a plugin that will allow me to bring in Google fonts, and I just specify, I bet you could just do it. My focus for
How
Super
much you
Native,
bet?
Super Native, I would bet all of the money in the world, because I would just double, and then everybody would be
It's
broke,
not real.
and then I would be the
We've already
generous
established
person.
it's not real, so
Right. So
that's not really a good steak, honestly.
I love a good steak.
Medium rare.
Medium rare, 135 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So you could just do that. We do want to integrate that to some degree, and probably it would be a custom plugin. Actually, that's probably how I would do it anyway. And maybe we'll have a like a first party Google font plugin. You just specify, like, you could just say like Google font, and then specify the name, and it just knows how to bring it in. Something like that would be cool.
I kind of like, you don't want your, just on that one specifically, you don't want your app to be trying to load a font from a remote server the first time it boots up on a user's device. You want to download the font as the app is being compiled and compile it into the app.
Have the best idea ever. We're going to build
another one,
that plugin right now.
Oh, that's a great idea. That is actually, you've surprised me. You've outdone yourself. What is that coffee you're drinking? I need it.
It's the same one I always drink. It's Victoria's Russian cup. Maybe that makes a difference. It says,
I don't think it does.
It says Victoria.
It says
Russian.
Coffee. Oh, no.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now.
Let's do it. Okay. Are you gonna drive and I'll spot the chat?
Yeah, let's go. Let's just go. Who wants it? I want to see some interaction though. I mean, this is cool. How many people are watching right now? Are you on the YouTube analytics thing?
We have,
there's got to be like 10 or 15 people.
13 people on YouTube watching right now. But I don't know about the, oh, you know what I forgot to do?
X.
I forgot to retweet the tweet. That was dumb.
I was going to call you something, and then I realized I did the same thing. So
go and retweet the tweet. The retweet.
You also, if you're watching, go retweet the tweet. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take the next at least hour and freaking.
Let's see if we can get 100 people watching at the same time. I think the max we've had on here is like 40.
Building a native PHP plugin live on stream right now, all caps, because of the caffeine.
This is like the baptism of fire into the world of Shane's mind. Shane's human-made mind. Ooh, hello from Nigeria.
Hello.
Really enjoying the stream. I love some people do enjoy Shane's stream. That's great. Huge thanks for making desktop someone who's building desktop apps. Love to see it. Love to see it. And I've been having a lot of fun with NativePHP.
Yes.
Yeah, build it. Yeah, build it.
I think Google fonts and local fonts. So if you bring in like your own TTF, right? I'm going to share my screen. We're just going to have a chat with Claude, and we're just going to
do it. Did you tweet some custom tweet?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm going to tweet your custom tweet as well.
And just keep me updated with chat messages. You guys can see my screen?
I will.
I hope. I think.
I'm just going to interrupt you when there's anything really exciting. People,
That's
chat,
fine.
you got to pop off with exciting stuff because if it's not exciting, it's not going to make the cut. So sorry about that.
Native.
No, maybe it will. Maybe I'll be kind.
Native. All right. Let's tell
It's so
Claude.
hot here this week.
I've heard. Yeah.
I need
It's
air
hot.
conditioning.
It's hotter here. I will be honest, but we just have good,
Yeah.
government infrastructures and bridges and all that stuff.
That's not true. You have to pay for it all yourself, but
I
at least it gets
mean,
the job done.
I mean,
I just sit here and sweat. It's fine.
Hey, Claudio,
We've already established I've got some weight to lose.
we're gonna build a new plugin live on stream right now. Say hi to everyone.
Kevin says hi, or Kevin, as we like to call
Kevin.
him.
Kevin.
Kevin.
Hey, everyone. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Great to be here building live with you all. So, a new plugin. Let's go. Rocket ship. Before I start slinging code, I want to make sure. I'm not going to read everything because that will
Wait, are you using Opus?
What? I am using Opus because I don't have money for Fable right now.
Oh.
I could go buy. Look, man, if you want to see me burn $100 in 20 minutes, we could do it.
No, we don't have that.
That's it. All right. New native. All right. So it's all right. So we're going to skip some of this. We're on the accessibility branch, and I can see you got a bunch of native components in flight. So this is on the native thing. All right. So, and let me just give a little bit of setup here. So we are on the super native, whatever this is, app. Yeah, it's an app.
It's an app. Yeah,
it's the native app. This is what we're calling. This is this code. Yep. So I have a separate directory where I put all my plugins. That's what I'm going to tell Claude to do. Put it over there, but put it in Composer and symlink it, like, and so we can start testing it out. And then we'll have hot reloading working and all that stuff. And yeah, so a native desktop capability. What are you talking about? A new native component, a new UI component, demo in the app native components family, a Laravel package. All right, so let me just tell you. All right, we are going to make a plugin in my herd/plugin/native PHP directory.
Kevin has said, isn't Fable included free for 50% of your limit?
I've used all of that.
It would shock you to hear that he's burned through it in.
I did it in like 2 days.
No time. He did it before the original deadline, and then they extended it, and then he started to cry. He wept uncontrollably, inconsolably, because he has not had Fable for the extra days. This is what happens when you can't control yourself. But here we are. This will be fine. Opus is still good. I've been using Opus for stuff as well. And I've been crunching through things. So this is all good. So what we're saying, plugin will be mobile fonts and will allow users to add custom fonts and Google fonts to their app easily. Love that. For super native PHP, native PHP, on the element branch, which I am symlinked in. Oh, you're giving it a lot of context.
Yep.
Yeah, good, useful stuff.
Full feature and test. Yeah.
Just scaffold it. Why? Why would that be?
I don't know. Awesome. A mobile fonts plugin for super native PHP. Custom fonts, Google fonts, easy DX. Love it. Let me get the lay of the land before writing anything. I need to see how existing plugins are structured. And I'm going to be very excited about this. And I sound like Vishal kind of. And element bridge consumes them.
Like my dog.
That's funny.
And then all of a sudden, like, start scratching his nethers. It's like, oh, okay.
What the hell are nethers?
Oh, Is that an Englishism that I didn't realize was not an Americanism?
It's not an American thing. I don't, Nethers.
Really? Your
There's the
nether
n- the n-
regions. Can you guess? Can you
isn't
infer
that-
what it is?
It's something to do with Minecraft.
Yes.
Got it. Nailed it. Nailed your nether region.
It is not the Netherlands, just to be clear.
Are you sure?
It originally means hell, the underworld, which is very, very related to the whole mythos. What's the stuff that we're using? All of the Bifrost things, because hell is one of the Vikings things. Anyway,
I don't know.
but maybe it's just in England English. It's a way to reference your private areas that you don't show off to the world ordinarily.
like my closet upstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want anyone
That
in
cupboard
my
in the
closet.
bathroom where you keep.
So I keep all my clothes and
Q-tips.
I don't want anyone to see that stuff. Q-tips. I don't use Q-tips. Maybe I should use Q-tips more often.
I think you should. Yeah.
What do you use Q-tips for?
I stick them in my ears and I walk around like an alien.
That's dangerous, dude.
It really is. But it's funny. It's really funny.
All right, it's going the wrong direction. Stop it.
What's it doing?
It's doing something I don't like.
You're gonna have to
let
be more
me
explicit.
tell a different. So
And I
I've
don't
got
mean
this
swear.
cool thing. All right, so stop. I'm gonna not do this here. So it's in the native app. It doesn't know. It's looking in the wrong places. So it's trying to look for a vendor directory in my plugins directory, which it's just a group of plugins. And so let me read the top level test plugins shell file, shell script. And I don't want that. I don't want that. Let me open plugins.
There looks like there was some other agent it was running in the background.
Yeah, but it was going the wrong direction. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I know, but I think it was still running.
Oh,
It says one agent at the bottom.
Yeah, you're right.
It's looking for seams. You have to press down, I think.
Now what? Enter to view.
I don't
X
know.
to stop. X. Stop.
Stop seaming.
Stop.
I don't-
X to clear. Left one agent. I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Oh
You
my
sent me down
gosh.
a tunnel, dude. How about this? Boom. All right, let's open the plugins directory.
This
And
is where
just do
your
it the way
computer
that I
runs
do
out
it,
of battery all the
not
time.
for- Yeah.
Because you just left
Uh,
like a bunch of zombie processes going. Brilliant.
Really?
Maybe.
I don't
who
believe
knows?
that.
Who actually
Like,
knows?
Make a new plugin.
I look
for
Zach's
fonts.
optimism. Opus is fine, especially in the hands of a seasoned dev. What do you take us for, Zach? Oh my god. Thank you for that ray of hope and sunshine. Dr. Codswallop says, "Hey guys, I am pronouncing that correctly this time because I know how to say Codswallop.
You shouldn't do it.
How do you pronounce the letters D and R together?
Dr, like as in the word drive or
Dr. So dr, cod, swallow, P. Dr, cod, swallow, P.
yes.
Okay.
No, you plugins. Blah, 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 blah.
And the others, this the most scary thing you could imagine. Zach is just like, welcome to the Friday morning horror show, or Friday afternoon or evening. Zach says, a peek into the mind of Shane. Like, oh God.
Like Alfred Hitchcock style.
It starts off with a bright exterior with a cool vignette, but then one step and it turns into a dark dungeon of filth and smells. Okay, that's maybe that's too dark.
No such thing. It always gets darkest right before the sun comes up. Actually, there's like the pre-dawn stuff that does well on dishes or something. All right, so what should the I've got
we
clear
should
picture of
rename
time.
this the Dad Joke Show.
Load a font file at runtime so it becomes usable by name. Core load. List available fonts, enumerate font families, check availability, get metrics, return font weights. No, none of those things.
You want the custom font file thing though, don't you?
Yeah, but it's which one? Number one, load a font file at run. We don't want to do it at runtime. It's at build time, which I guess we could specify that later. Let's try that.
I mean, I kind of feel like that's probably what it has to like. The font file is
Yeah, I
being packaged with
suppose.
the app, but
Yeah,
it needs to load it at runtime.
yeah. So it becomes usable by name. Yeah. All right. We'll go with that. All right. Submit.
Just yeah,
Yep.
start somewhere. So wait, what have you done to get to this point that was different from the one before?
I'm
wasn't
in the
paying
plugins
attention.
directory, and I told it to look at the plugin system first instead of being. I was in the Laravel application that I want to consume it from, and it was going the wrong direction. It was like, all
Yeah,
this.
I
whatever.
don't know where I am. Yeah, I understand.
It's pretty fun. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. Just hacking away at something live. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna let it finish because I don't know if I need to. It's fun watching this incubate for 2 minutes publicly.
Yeah. Should we do something like, to take the excitement level down a little bit?
No way, dude. No way.
This is so thrilling. Incubating. It's like from an alien movie.
Let me see how plugin bridge functions get instantiated during builds. The fixture plugin is canonical, plus the iOS registration path. Yep, there's a plugin create command, the canonical scaffolder. Let me read it. Android compiler, constructor, injection logic. You want to decide right now that this should be a free plugin?
Yeah, let's make it free. So. If we didn't, it would be silly because somebody can just come back and watch how we did.
Blocked composer install update requires banned inside NativePHP. Yes, that is true. I did block that because you can cause a lot of havoc doing that. So basically, this is my plugins, and I got to move it out of the NativePHP directory because there's no reason to have it there. But each one of these is a plugin, and if you run composer install, then you end up with a vendor directory, and I always forget that, and it ends up going into my actual project, and then it has conflicts, and it causes havoc. So I created this thing, the shell script called test plugins, and you can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. It tests all the plugins, but what it does is it changes all of the Composer JSON mobile air version to asterisk or to a or it will change it to a certain branch. So you can say a certain branch, then it will Composer install. It'll run all of the tests that I've got inside of each plugin, and then it'll report pass, fail, whatever. Either way, it's going to tear it down. It's going to delete the vendor and the composer lock file and revert the composer JSON file back to what it was. It does it for all of them, which is really cool.
Dude, you know what you should do?
A lot of things.
No, but like this one will be an easy one. You should do what you said about the folders because they don't need to be in that NativePHP folder. But put this shell script and all of those plugins into their own repo, like one repo that covers them all. I don't know why we haven't done this before. This is a crazy good idea.
So that you can hack on it too?
So,
Because some of these are the paid ones too.
so that everything that we do on all of our plugins is in one repo, right? And then when we push that up to GitHub,
They all have like sub.
it
What are they
splits
called?
out. Subtree split. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what gets shipped out to the separate repos that are like essentially read only.
This is
Maybe.
something we can talk about.
That's a bit tricky actually, because
Yeah, I know.
the
It's
public
easier if
ones
you
for
just like
PRs, but-
bring your own into your own directory, actually. But either way, this is something we can talk about while it's doing its thing. Device, file, dialog,
It wasn't a
and
great idea.
system.
Yeah.
Breaking change announcement. Breaking change announcement. The following plugins are going to be deprecated as of V4 Super Native PHP Mobile. Device, file, dialog, and system. They are now moving into core instead. And so you will not need those. And I've already updated the composer JSON to whatever the word is. What is the word?
Conflicts.
Yeah, conflict. What is it? Where is it? This is in here.
It's not.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Right there. So it'll collide, but you get all the same functionality, and we've added more stuff. Not a lot, but we did add some more stuff. There's also some cool like helpers, and I can show that off here. Hey! All right!
Before you go on to the next thing, I was just going to say we've come back and forth a little bit on those, because at one point they were in core anyway, because everything was core, but then we extracted them to plugins. And then I think we've sort of realized that some of them are really fundamental to the overall experience, and people are just bumping into needing to install plugins that they need all of the time. So it makes sense to bring them back into the core.
Yeah, it's not like bloat. It's something that other things are just going to always need and use. And like, for example, I can't remember which way it is, but like system required device or device required system anyway. Like they were, so it's like you install one, you have to have it. It's like, just put it in core. Just put it in core. It's very light. It's very, necessary for everything that you do. In fact, it's extremely necessary, especially with Super Native, because we added some new functionality, which I can demonstrate while we're waiting.
It's always demo ready.
I'm not always demo ready, but I'm always ready to do a demo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, before you go, has everybody liked the video on YouTube?
And share it. Share it.
Go to YouTube and like the video.
Oh,
so that
Zach.
get more people.
Zach, my man, he wants a Guinness.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes,
I'm gonna get one when I watch the football later on.
All right, so check this out. You see how all the colors change?
Oh, that's lovely. How did you?
This has been doing this for a while. This is using something called theme tokens. Theme tokens. There's a native PHP UI, native PHP -UI.php config file that you can specify light and dark attributes essentially, and then in your blade file, you don't put like BG red 600. You put BG theme primary.
Nice.
And it will know to change for you. And that's great on the inside of Blade. But sometimes you want to change colors based that are in the Chrome and not in Blade, which are different. Right?
Yep.
So we needed a way to like determine is dark or is light programmatically. And not just like reacting whatever. Now there is also like dark BG red 500 and then just like BG yellow 500 or whatever. Like you can do dark and not dark. You can do Android iOS inside of like your Tailwind, they're not Tailwind, but inside of your classes, right? You can do all those things anyway. I can show you an example.
I can show you the world.
Should I click this?
What is that? What is that?
I
don't
guess
know.
I'll do it.
Yeah, just do it. Oh,
Using it. Hey, look, this is using a plugin somebody else made on our site. You should go find it. It's a splash.
oh,
screen
that
plugin.
was
It's freaking
really
awesome.
sexy.
Yeah, it's a
Wait,
it's
this
a,
is our. That's the jump.
I just went to Lottie files. I found an animation I liked. There's a whole bunch of environment variables you can pass into it.
That's
It's so cool.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that looks so slick.
Thank you. So check this out. You see this
good
up
job,
here?
whoever built that plugin. Good job.
You see this? You see this lightning bolt and this jump thing right here?
I do.
That's part of the title of the actual like Chrome title. It is not like in Blade. It is we're telling the device this is, you know, the app, this is the title. If I change it, if I change the dark mode, it changed colors. You see that?
Yeah.
It's like
subtle,
a darker
but
purple.
I get it. Yeah.
But you can see like these colors change. All of those are changing,
Definitely,
right? Let me show you real quick how we did that. And
that
why.
must have been a lot of work, no?
I told Claude to do it, and he did it.
Right, but I mean,
so
what did it do when it did it?
So instead of we have this ability to just do a title, and you can just specify some string, right?
Yeah.
But we also can now pass a title view, which takes we could just pass a view in here, honestly, and I probably will make it so you can just pass a view in. But the Blade views render these anyway. So this is the same as doing like a row, and then specifying like some class behind, you know, like for all of these.
Do you know what
gap,
I would really
center,
love for that? Is if the title function just accepted.
That's a good,
both
note
rather
to self.
than having two separate functions.
That's not bad.
But yeah,
we'll get there. We'll get there. There's a bazillion other things that I got to do, but that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you add a child into it. It's just like nesting a component inside of it. It's got an icon, and then in addition to that, another text, and then this is a native group. So every screen that's inside of that group, every route that's inside of that group, we can call a function on it and just pass some text, right? And it's italic, it's font size, it's font weight, color, blah 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 blah. The color for these
text. Yeah, it was.
Where did I put that?
Yeah, it's there.
This.
Yep.
So this theme function is a wrapper around the is dark or light. And so what I'm doing, this is all baked in. This is a helper. Now you can just do theme and then specify the modifier, and then you could optionally pass a default. So the modifier is, if you go into native UI, is primary or secondary or surface, right? So I can just do theme surface.
That's
in
nice.
PHP, and it will, whether it's dark or light, it'll automatically change for you. And that's the result that we've got.
Very nice. So you're not changing it in all of these different places. You've just got one config file.
Exactly.
And you reference it in this. So can you go back? Yeah, but it wasn't config. You had a theme function, right?
So theme is wrapping config.
Yes. So it's binding in the dark or light bit and then appending your modifier on the end. So it's that's super nice. Okay, that calls out to system. Oh, nice. So those are just helpers.
Isn't that great?
Dude. Yes. That's beautiful. Smart. I love it.
I actually wrote this by hand and screwed it up, and then I told Claude to fix it. But I did try initially. It wasn't working, so I told him to fix it.
You can't be called a software engineer anymore. Right.
I wouldn't write.
Adrian says, "I will not like," which I assume is in response to something a while ago. But I will not like. He says, "All right, according to comments, you both leech money from us via paid plugins." Well, I hope you don't really believe that, Adrian, because I'm sure you know it's not true. But I have seen those comments. But we'll move on.
If you really want to talk about that, we can, because I have no problem with it.
No, we'll talk about it later on. If anybody else wants
yeah.
to bring that up, we can talk about it. I
All
said
right,
keep
done.
the chat cool, and then I'll bring it up. But this is not the bar's not very. Andy's here.
Hey, Andy.
Andy.
I don't know why, but I want to wave like Forrest
You
Gump to
Goonie.
Andy. There you go. All right, let's. Are we good, or do you want me to read this plugin that we're building? What's happened?
What? Yeah, take me through it. I can't really read it. My eyesight's so
That's
bad.
fine. I'll read it. It says done. I scaffolded a new fonts
Wait,
plugin.
what? It's done.
Well, I don't know. We got to test it. It says
Okay.
it's done. Who knows? Modeled on the maintain. I told you I'm out of Fable money, so it's probably not gonna work. So, modeled on the maintained
Fable
clipboard plugin. Blah 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 blah. Scope per your answer. Register custom fonts. One bridge function. Fonts.register. Hand it a path to a TTF or an OTF. It registers the font at runtime and returns the name you reference it by. So, name, font, register. So where would we put that? Maybe in like the service provider? Register a font, and it's from this storage path. All right, we'll get there.
I think
What's
I
in
think
it?
so, but yeah.
Composer JSON, native PHP JSON. Yep, the PHP API, the Swift and the Kotlin stuff, and then test. See, I'm confused already because I think the way that it should work is that we have to copy the file into the right place into the app, and I don't see it. That's done through a plugin lifecycle hook, and I don't see that it's done that. So we'll get there. We'll see what it's done. All PHP files pass.
Yeah,
it didn't.
basic
Oh,
linting.
it did do. It didn't run the test, but it supposedly made some tests, which is great. Platform note worth flagging. On iOS, the return name works directly with UI font name size. On Android, there's no global font name registry like iOS's CT font manager. So the plugin caches the loaded typeface under its name. Renderer wanting to use a registered font would resolve it from there. If you later want native UI text components to actually render with, yes, we do, render with these registered fonts, there's a follow-up integration in the native UI renderers. They currently resolve font family to a system design int. Want me to sketch that? 2 small changes I made without asking. Easy to change. Package name matches the mobile clipboard. In Android Min 26, iOS Min 18.2. That's correct. Yes. Okay.
Fine.
This is a great start.
I'd say we just try and fire it up first.
No, it doesn't even tell me how to use it. There's not even a way to use it. I need it. I need it to. We just have a name. Like that's all. We just register and we have this name. But how would I use it? I don't want to use it app wide. I want to be able to hopefully
Adrian has shared
a class.
Declared his undying love for us.
I knew he would come around.
Yeah.
On a text element or a container to apply the font to those places. Also, I thought you would have gone the route of, I should just be speaking to it, using a plugin.
You are speaking to it, but it can't hear you.
Right. Lifecycle hook to copy the font into the right place.
Well, are you really speaking to it if nothing is real?
Yep, I am.
You only think you are. And as we've already established, your mind is a man-made construct. So we're deep into Philosophy Valley, and it's looking dark and gloomy.
While this is happening, I'm going to tell another agent to add tests for those plugins. Please add tests for system file device dialog. So when I run the test plugins shell script, they pass.
It's just going to go example test
Okay.
return true.
Yeah. Return 1 equals 1. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep. Assert that
Assert
1
true,
equals
true.
1. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, there's no path for a font name. So apply a font via class isn't something the font plugin can do alone. It requires changes in native UI's renderers and the core class prop parser, which is fine. That's what we're the package maintainer. So if we want to extend those abilities, we can do that.
Let's do it.
Let me map those
Yeah, we'll
two
come
plus
to
the
that
build time hook mechanics you mentioned. We can extend either native UI or mobile air to allow for these changes. If we need to just run it by me before making those changes. There you go. Man, I love being a developer today. I think 10 or maybe less years from now, it's not going to be what it is now, for sure, because it wasn't the way that it is 10 years ago. But right now it's fun,
Yeah, it's fun for us because it's sort of novel, I think. I'm excited by it. I love that I don't have to dig so deep into the code and I can actually just think about the problems that I'm trying to solve. And that bit's not going away. Unless it finally does just become completely sentient and go, the ultimate answer is destroy all humans. Like, you
I
don't
think they
need
like
software
us.
if there are no humans, right? Maybe.
No. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm not a robot. Maybe if I was a robot, I would need software.
Did you see the robot with the super flexible hands?
What? Why are people calling me here? Block. People hear about my loan. A robot with super flexible hands? I have not seen that.
Yeah, just very extreme control of the digits. And I was thinking, oh, that'd be so cool. This is dexterous enough now to maybe sit at a desk and use a computer. And then I was like, wait, why would you have an android use a computer like a human? We just plug a USB-C port into its head and just yeah. Anyway, I just had this really stupid brain moment. I'm over it now. I'm back to normal.
Claude came back with some stuff. You ready?
Yep.
I've now traced the whole path end to end, ... What I found today, fonts flow through the renderers as an integer. So I'm not going to explain it all, but there's ways that we have to parse everything and render whatever. And it comes in as an int, not a name. Tailwind parser maps font sans serif mono to a font family 0, 1, or 2. Text.php serializes that to the wire prop font family int. The renderers turn that into a system design. Boom. It's just default serif monospace font family serif monospace. There's no path for a font name anywhere in the pipeline. ... Skip the rest. Propose architecture. Bundle at build time. Fonts plugin. The copy assets hook you expected. Developer drops a TTF OTF into their apps. Resources fonts. The hook copies it over. Already exists. That's all in place. iOS copy that into the right place. Android copies that into the right place. Generates a small token name manifest per platform. New class, new prop, mobile air core, 2 small edits. The Tailwind parser at a font dash inter bold or whatever, like some lobster, family name. Branch font name interbold. Text.php serializes font name. The only thing is I don't want it only on text.php. I want a container. I want to be able to put on a column and all the text inside of that container also inherits it. So we'll tell it that. Resolve the name in the renderers, native UI. So iOS native UI text render. When font name is present, use the font custom name and pass it through instead of font.system design. Android text render Kotlin load assets font file. via local context font family. The runtime register I already built stays as a secondary API, useful for fonts downloaded at runtime rather than bundled. Two decisions before I build. I need your call on scope and syntax. These change what I write. How should a font be referenced in a class? Font dash interbold, zero config. So you'd have something like this. I hope you guys can read this.
Yeah.
Or, oh, see, it hides it. I hate that. Or, I like, oh, see, it's mapped it in the config. Okay, so check that out. You can specify.
I think the mapping is good.
It's wanting to put this in a native fonts.php, which I
No,
don't
shouldn't it
mind
go in
because
the
it's specific
theme
to.
thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, if we require the native UI, I think in Composer, that's a requirement, right? Then we could just tell it to use that. So then, yes, I think so. So let's chat about this.
Wait,
Tell me.
I'm starting to think maybe there shouldn't be a separate plugin. Maybe it should just be in native UI.
Let's talk about this. Should this be in native UI? Pros and cons. Ugh, just cracked my shoulder. I'm old. You know you're old when you walk up the stairs and it sounds like someone's making popcorn and you hear it echo off the wall, so it actually sounds like it's behind you, and you've tricked yourself that somebody made popcorn when you were the last one in the kitchen and you've actually just gone crazy.
And then you fall down the stairs and break your neck.
And then there's popcorn. That's the crazy part.
And it's all over you.
And you don't have any knees.
But now you're dead. Yeah, exactly.
And you're living the dream, man. Like,
there were
here we are
no
in heaven.
stairs. Yeah.
The answer hinges on who actually owns the text element and its class parsing today. Let me verify rather than guess, because I've seen text-related code in both repos. Big finding. This reframes the whole question. In native UI's manifest, the text component is registered like this. Text elements text, iOS text renderer, Android. Okay, so native UI already owns the text rendering, but the element which serializes props in the class parser are core. Note, native UI also overrides plenty of components with its own element classes. Yes, so there's a precedent for native UI subclassing an element. The decisive question is whether the class string reaches the element raw or only pre-parsed by core. Let me check. Now the mechanism is clear. Element.php runs tailwind parser parse in core. Yes, that's true. And the elements apply attributes only ever receives the parsed camel case attributes. Unknown tokens like font inner bold are returned as null and dropped before any element sees them. That's correct. That's why we don't say it's a tailwind. It's not tailwind, because if you specify something that it doesn't know ahead of time, it's not going to even, it just passes over it, drops it. Let me confirm whether a subclass could intercept the raw class string. That decides whether native UI can own it without a core change. This settles it. The flow is blade path, native element collector, and programmatic path element class. Both call tailwind parser parse in core, then hand the element only the parsed attributes. Unrecognized tokens return null and are dropped. There's no container binding, no swap seam for tailwind parser. It's a static call. A plugin cannot extend it. Ooh. So a class-based font selector fundamentally requires a core tailwind parser change. That's interesting. And that's something that we would want, actually, because if you want to build your own like tailwind-ish classes that can get parsed as a plugin developer, you'd need to be able to do this.
Yep.
That part cannot live in native UI. Let me confirm one escape hatch that would change my recommendation whether a plain attribute reaches the element untouched, which native UI could own with zero changes. Confirmed the deciding detail in the collector. If is set attributes class attributes, tailwind parser parse that attributes class attributes array merge unset element apply attributes. Element sees both. This is beautiful. That's the whole answer to your question. Here's the breakdown. what can live in native UI and what can't. Rendering, yes, it already does. Element serialization, yes, native UI. Bundling the TTF per OS, yes, plugin hook or core build. A class selector, no. Tailwind parser is core, called statically with no swap seam. So the hard constraint, if you want it to be a class, core has to learn one token. Everything else can be native UI. The pivot, class versus attribute. Okay. So let's talk about that. So it's saying like you can specify right now today, you can just pass a font equals inter bolds or whatever as an attribute. The Tailwind parser thing, we have to extend the Tailwind parser, but this is the way that things are now. If you wanted to add some custom quote unquote like a class, it would just be an attribute. All plugins can do this now. Just adding an attribute that it knows how to render on your element. That's how we're doing everything, like the map marker, map, and all that stuff that I did.
So if somebody define, just to be like concrete about it, somebody defines the component in their view. So in this case, native text, and they pass some random thing that we've not predefined in core, some random attribute on it that will get processed and handled and passed around by
Correct.
the core. And so if you had a plugin that knew what to do with that, you could pick that value up.
Attributes map cleanly, no problem.
Yeah.
If it's in a class attribute, which is really what a class is, right? Class is an attribute on that component. It'll get ignored if it's not already built into our Tailwind parser. So that's a specific attribute that and that's what it's showing up here. This is what the Tailwind parser does, is it goes through the attributes of class and array merges them and then applies it to the element. And so if it's not a attribute that it understands, it just gets skipped. So we just need a way to like, we have to define that inside of this apply attributes. Like if we made this apply attributes extendable, I think it would cover that. However, we don't need to, because like it's suggesting right now today, without making that kind of a big, potentially big significant change, potentially, we could just pass font equals and pass in whatever the name is that we define someplace else in the config or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I think is fine.
I think, and hear me out on this one, because this takes a little bit of, I think it's going to take a little bit of thinking. I think this suggests that there is probably some boundary to what kinds of things we try to squeeze into class.
Yes.
And I don't like it. You could get very, very hairy. Like there's already the problem of in Flux and just Blade and just like interpolating lots of different class names into one HTML element that's in your template, right? And then you've got the CS. I mean, and we don't have to deal with this here, but you've got CSS cascade order issues with that, depending on which order the class names are registered and defined in the CSS and all of this kind of stuff.
Well, we do. I mean, because it does that apply attributes and it has that flattened array. Whatever comes last will overwrite something previous to it. So
sure. So that's kind of like how HTML works. Yeah.
Yep.
But I just I always find that that's a lot of problems on web stuff for me, and I end up doing all these weird string manipulation things with CSS class names in my components, and it would just be so much clearer in some respects if I could just extend the HTML spec and go, no, I want it to behave like this, which I guess you can kind of do now, but what we're saying is we've already got space for that, and I kind of like that. I think it's, in some ways, I can see people going, well, I actually don't want to throw like Tailwind looking classes in here for all of this stuff. I want an explicit attribute name
exactly
for those things.
I think for other reasons, such as this Tailwind parser, number one, probably should be renamed to like styling parser or something, right? Because it's not Tailwind. It's just we're making it, and then we could come up with our own sort of like, if we wanted to, our own way of like referencing whatever. Number one. Number two, if we own it and we don't extend it, it's going to be a consistent experience for developers when other people make other plugins and like, oh, just pass this in as a class, where they've extended that, but other plugins didn't. They did it through attributes. If we keep it as attributes only, then it's kind of like you don't pass anything in the class that we don't support. We own that. If we could do pull requests on if you want to add or change or remove, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I think we keep it as attribute. I think there's great arguments for this.
I think that's the right way. I actually do. What I'm saying is I think that more stuff will go that way. I think we'll end up moving away from class. But anyway, there's some chatter. I'm going to read out some stuff that's happening in the chat. Tilly's here. Hi.
Hey, Tilly the coder. What's up?
Yep. Larry says, do the theme color tokens in NativeUI.php config support transparency, e.g. 8-digit hex with alpha?
I haven't tested it with a hex with alpha, but you can do like BG red 600/20, and that does work. I don't know about with I don't know. I think that it would work actually, because it maps to the hex anyway. I think so. And we can test it. So
wait, so you're saying that you could use the Tailwind like class name in the theme config?
Oh, you don't. No, I'm sorry. I misunderstood the question.
Yeah, no. So he's saying, do the theme color tokens in NativePHP UI.php config file support?
That's something that I'm going to add it to my list of things that I want to do before what is it?
The never-ending list.
Theme support for Tailwind colors and opacity. Yes.
I don't think they should necessarily support Tailwind colors in there. I feel like you're going to end up in a loop if you do that, because
well, you would do like in the config, it would be where is it? Hang on. I just had this open someplace. Hang with me, man. This is mobile air. Let me get the right project. Jump. Boom. Boom. Here. So this would be, instead of this hex value, you would just do indigo 600.
You do support that already? No. Oh, the comment is just saying what it is. Yeah.
So to do this, you do, right?
But so this is my point, right? If you did that, because the Tailwind parser looks at this config, no?
Yeah,
to determine what the values are. So then if it looks and sees a value that it then needs to pass as a Tailwind string.
Let's say if this works, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I think it's going to get stuck in an infinite loop, dude. Or it's going to crash out because it nested too deeply.
Let's try it without opacity first and just see what happens. I'm willing to crash my computer with a live stream. Why not?
Well, we should just crash the app, not your computer.
Oh, that's boring. All right. Yeah.
Andy said, Shane, that popcorn crack sounds like a you problem.
I don't smoke crack anymore, Andy. That's a you problem for assuming.
Ask you me.
By the way.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
No, go ahead. You have more things?
This is a separate question. So I was just going to go. Go on. You say.
So I'll just throw this out there. I did add. So we have like plugins. You can register and you can uninstall plugins. So that'll take it out of Composer. It will take it out of the native service provider. I added a flag to that for --core v4. We can change that if we want to, but that will uninstall all of the ones that we are deprecating. So it'll take out mobile device dialog file system, and it will Composer uninstall them as well. That's it. Composer remove. Go on with your question. It's already documented. I already documented that. I pushed that up to doc.
Oh, right. You were
It's in
talking
the,
about that command flag.
in the,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Tilly asks, does text input in Super Native support multi-line and auto grow depending on the text typed in?
So yes, if you have a set width or something, or if you just say width is full, whatever it is, it should overflow naturally. So I spent some time working on that. Pretty sure.
This is
if
for
I
a text
understand what you're saying.
input.
Oh, it didn't work. Look at that. In light mode,
Yeah.
it just went to black, so it fell back to a default. Didn't crash, but it fell back to like a black
Yeah,
color.
it couldn't interpret the color. So
So
yeah,
all right,
it's
so that's
definitely
the
just
answer to
looking for a hex value. But yeah, I would add that to the notes. I don't know if it should be that it should try and pass another tailwind value, because as I say, I think you could end up in all sorts of loops there where the tailwind reference is referencing a tailwind reference. So
say that again.
yeah, it's confusing. That's why we shouldn't do it. I think that config file needs to be like the hard stop point where you just go, okay, this is the concrete value, and it's not pointing at some other value.
There is an example of. There is a way to do that. So, like in the new Jump app, yes, there's a new Jump app. In our docs, we now have. Oh, by the way, this is kind of an announcement, but just ignore it. No one's here, right? No one's watching this.
We get.
So like this is a good example. This is a text, but it doesn't overflow. But I wrapped it in a row with horizontal scroll. So you just pass the horizontal attribute onto a row, and I think that will just do this. So you can do this, right? So
we're going. That is that reference to Tilly's question.
I thought so. Is she talking about text
Okay,
overflowing or choosing opting in or not?
Yeah, no. So okay, let's just go back to the colors thing for a moment.
To the screen.
The thing that that Larry was asking about is the transparency on those hex codes. So the thing that I really want you to take a note of in your list of to-dos or whatever is adding transparency to those hex codes. So can we add like the 2 extra characters on the end for transparency?
Right. You know what? We can try that. I don't think so though. But Larry, wouldn't it be better if you could just do like Indigo 600 /30 or whatever? How do you do that? How do you do that in hex? Isn't it like AA or something?
It's just
like
more hex. Yeah. No, I think 00 would be completely transparent, and FF is completely opaque.
I mean, you could try this. I don't think that that's happening. I think that would be another step, and I don't think that's supported right now because the hex values that go into
Just do it. Just run it.
Right. Okay. I think that
let's see it. I want to see if it works or not.
I think it'll just be black. I don't think it'll be transparent.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, man. It could be. I don't know. It'd be cool. It would be cool. Let's look at this while it's building. It'll just pop up.
A quick like under the hood. Is it not just passing that hex string over to the native side, or is it interpreting?
Yeah, but I can't remember because it was like expecting 8 characters, we're stripping those 2 off or something, or just always. I can't remember if we're defaulting or if it's override. You know what I mean? There's like some stuff that we did a long time ago too.
Maybe preemptively tidying up, whatever. Yeah. All right. Well, just on Tilly's one again for a second, because this is an important one. She's talking about text inputs, not just displaying text.
Oh, there's a multi-line text input.
Right. But she's asking, will it also auto grow as the text grows? So like if it starts off as a single line, But then as you type in and you end up on 3 lines, does the text input grow, like expand to show
Not that I
more
know
text?
of. I think that there's a multi-line text input because both Swift and Jetpack have that, right? So we
Yeah.
gotta find like what is the OS wanting to do and then match that. If they have a separate whole component on their side, then we should map to whatever they're doing on that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the answer is no, maybe not right now for the auto grow,
Whoa,
but
it went green, dude, and it is semi-transparent.
it worked.
That's cool.
It
So
friggin' worked.
let's do this. Give me a hex with transparency for indigo 600. What would that be?
Yeah.
Ooh,
What did you have in the
what?
file before?
Right
Wasn't
here.
Indigo 600?
Fully. I did 0, 0. But see, it's
No, but
like,
that shouldn't make it green.
so let's try. Is it the same value here? But it might. Yeah, I don't know. That's cool.
No,
But
it's weird.
weird. It is weird. So this is a different color, and that makes me think that it's talking about there's a, depending on which, there's a standard RGBA equivalent. What's it saying? I saw something.
I
There's a
think it's being mangled.
I think so too. We're gonna run it again, see if this
interpreting
just does it.
It's giving it some transparency, but it's like it's also mangling the color codes.
Yeah.
now.
But all that to say, it can be done, and we should do it.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
also the Indigo 600/30 or whatever. I think both.
I
things.
don't know. Maybe.
I do.
Maybe.
I don't know what this means. If this wasn't here, I wouldn't know what color that is.
Yeah, but it's the possibility of circular reference. Like, what if you said, instead of Indigo 600, you said text primary light.
Break it, then break, and just force people to do Indigo 600, and that's it. Like, we don't know if it's, because primary is text, it's background, it's all the different things. So you just specify the color and the value, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just like this. And if you don't, then it broke, and that's why, and it's documented, right? That's the right way to do it.
Yeah, I agree with
There
that.
you go.
There are
what is
more
it
questions.
saying?
Is there something else you want to talk about? Are you going to go back to the fonts?
Me? Well, we've got to, because we do have a time thing here, and we're not done with this. So we'll go to more questions. I think we should go back to this for a second, because I have to make
Yes.
some decisions here.
I can wait.
All right. So it asked me a question I already answered because it was obvious. I don't remember what it was. How should the developer name reference a font? So you guys tell me. There is the option for go up. Oh, did it break? I can't go up or down now. Oh, there it goes. All right. Weird. Font equals interbold, like that. And this is what I don't understand. Or what is the PS name? A postscript name.
Postscript.
Files named to match. Which one should we do? The file, I don't understand the difference here.
It's saying like, well, it's not using a very good example, but let's say that interbold.ttf is the file name, right?
With the hyphen
But-
and the caps and the camel case.
Well,
Pascal
yeah,
case,
but
whatever it is.
in the path with .ttf, it's the file name, it's interbold. But if you open that file, the postscript name for that font might not be inter-bold with the caps in that way. It might be interbold without the hyphen. Whatever, you know. So it's like, do you want to dig into what it is in the file, or do you want to just use the file name? I'm going to say, I think it should just be the file name, because I think that's clearer.
The only thing is, what
I
if there's
like
some
to hear
weird
what other
special,
people think.
What if there's some weird special characters on that, or there's spacing in it, they don't put quotes around it, or you know what I mean? Like, I guess they would have to because it's an attribute, but I guess that wouldn't matter too much. Yeah, let's get some opinions on that, and then I'll answer. In the meantime, let's take a question. So this did go green, but it is still that transparency, so that's cool. But It's getting mangled, so we'll fix that.
Cool. So that's a good one to fix. That would be nice little
Yep,
featurette of the
I
release.
agree. Good job, Mary.
G Murim says, "Hi guys, is there a way to support for 32-bit ARM EABI v7a architecture on Android?"
Absolutely not. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
There's 7 phones in the world that even use this. Not 7 models, 7 actual devices. There's like so few, and they're so old, and it's a lot of work for us to do that. If you want to pay us to do that, I'll just be frank with you. I'll spend more time on it, but I don't want. I don't
do
want
you
to
know,
do that.
I've done loads of research into this. I know exactly why this is coming up and why it's not seen as old, even though they are old. Do you know why?
No, probably I do somewhere. If you'd say it, I'll remember. But go for it.
If I tell you, you'll remember. That's good.
Probably. Yeah.
Maybe. um,
We get any answers on this? The file name
it's
thing?
because wait. It's
All right.
Android TV. Android TV uses the old 32-bit system.
No, it does not.
It does.
Dude, I can spin up this app right now, any one of these apps in the Android TV emulator right now.
But that's not the problem. The problem is the hardware vendors choose that chipset because it's cheaper, and they don't need the memory, so they don't need
Not
more
my
than 4
circus,
gigabytes
not my
of memory.
monkeys.
Exactly. So it's not really our problem. Like, tell Samsung and Sony and LG and all of them to up their game and whatever. But they need to get with the times. We don't support TV like officially. If you get it to work on a watch or a phone, yeah, no, we do support phones. If you get it to work on a watch or a TV or something else, cool, great. But we don't have the resources to test and support on all of those devices. So, we're definitely not going to be going back to 32-bit architecture. Sorry, that's just not on the cards. Unless, as Shane said, somebody wants to give us a shed load of money to do it, then we'll make it happen. But,
It's not worth our time at the moment.
it's probably not worth
And
theirs
maybe
either.
ever.
Yeah.
One person said, I guess it should match the font file name. I'm looking because ADD.
Unleany Devil.
I think file name. We're just going file name.
File name it is.
Do a PR if you want to change it.
My intuition there says that if it was going to try and use the PostScript name, you'd have to interrogate the actual file metadata, which is going to be more work. Might not be a lot, but it would be extra work.
Yeah, true. And there could be like some fonts maybe don't have that or something, like they don't support that
if it's not a PostScript font, it's a type, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What's the other one? True type.
True type. Isn't that TTF?
Yeah. There's some, all of that stuff is like well outside of my.
That's not my.
Yeah.
I don't know fonts. There's some people that really know fonts.
They love it.
They love it. They love the fonts. They're font awesome fanatics.
Kevin Batdorf says, how about Quest 3?
What the hell does that mean? Quest 3.
I think he's referring to the VR headset, Meta Quest.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's basically a phone, isn't it?
It'll work.
I mean, it's just
I haven't
like
done it, but
strapped to
same thing for like the Vision Pro thing, like that. That all gets supported for sure.
Yep.
Same for car, same for TV, same for watches. There's no boundary. It's just the boundary is time, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. The other thing, I'm just going to comment on the general thing there. It feels like what's happening at the moment is folks are seeing this, we're putting in a lot of work into this thing. We're making it mostly, and I mean mostly, like 90% free. And the little bit that we're charging for is funding our business, which is the two of us,
It's really just
which
so I
is
can keep feeding the
barely a
kids
business. Yeah.
that don't even
Like,
care about the
so I
work
can
I'm
buy
doing.
giant bags of dog kibble. And
Right. That's all we
like,
care about. You.
I don't need any food. I just need you to survive.
I think
Um,
the majority of the community that we've captured at least gets it. I think there's a bunch of people
That's
outside
true.
of the community that they're not in the community because they don't get it. You know what I mean? There's
But
there are some people that
all-
are like the naysayers or whatever.
Yeah, I will just say, like, I feel like, it's worth stating. We've said we're not going to support these like fringe things that people want to try and do. That doesn't
Like
mean that
what?
it can't be done. Like the the ARM
Oh, that,
V7A
yeah.
architecture. It
Yep.
doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means that we're not gonna do it. So if somebody else wants to figure it all out and kind of do something close to what we've done, like we've left all the crumbs behind on the trail for you to follow and do, and it's all MIT. Like, you don't even have to just follow the crumbs. You can literally pick them up and use them yourself. It's like it's all there for somebody to do all of that stuff. And you've got AI as well. Like, we're using AI. You just you'll figure it out, and you can get it working, and then you doing what you wanted to do. And I think that, yeah, we're very open to that stuff being pushed back into the core where it makes sense for us to support it. But if you think about, like, if I'm going to make this a part of that technology, then it has to be supported by us, and our business has to be able to support us doing that. So that's how we're going to make decisions. That's like the framework for making decisions on which technologies we accept in as core things to support. But if you want to go and do the fringe thing on your own, be our guest. That's, the stuff's all there.
Are you
Go
telling
for it.
me if I want to
Yeah,
do it, then I can be your guest?
go.
I'm not going to do it.
Logan showed up the last 5 minutes.
Logan Craft?
Yes.
Is it log and craft?
Livwiri Logan.
Oh.
And Andy says, Shane, you're making me want to bring my guitar to my office. Do it.
What is that? I'm trying to remember that song.
Online development. Who is online development?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
I do online development.
Yeah. Me too. No, it's not 90% free. I believe it's 100% free. You guys are helping us a lot. That's the spirit. That's what we're trying to do. The core is already providing more than any other framework does. I mean, maybe technically not quite, but
yeah, that
there is a
sounds
lot.
really like. There's no blocker to put it all in the native UI. I think we just put it all in native UI, right? We don't need a separate.
Yeah, I think fonts feels like
it says
should
why.
be.
Wait, it's got some info here. I didn't read it yet. Why I split it and why that was probably wrong. All right, never mind. I split it out because the initial framing was make a fonts plugin. Yeah, you said standalone fonts plugin uniquely offers runtime registration for fonts fetched after install. Oh, that's interesting.
That doesn't make sense. You'd still be able to do that.
Right. Yeah, it's still just a plugin. Fold the whole feature into native UI. Drop it, keep it. What do you want to do? Drop the fonts plugin or keep it solely? No, move it all to native UI. Drop the fonts plugin. Yep. And we play music. This is what AI is all about, you guys.
Dun, 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 dun. Kevin, will you support my smart fridge too? If your fridge
Yep.
is smart, it doesn't need support. Gee, Murim. Thanks for the response. When are we getting Bluetooth plugin? We talked about that. It's coming, man. It's coming. It's coming, man or ma'am. It is soon to be there. Logan, been MIA lately. I bought a building. He's bought a build. Where do you buy a building from? Are they
Amazon,
in Target?
dude. They sell everything.
Amazon.
You can buy a house. You can buy a
They just
house on
shipped it.
Amazon.
I do know that
Yeah.
you can do that. I do
Yeah.
know, but it's not ready made. It's like flat pack or something. No.
That's
Flat-
correct.
Yeah. No, I don't
Yeah,
think
you can
that's
add
this-
assembly. You can add assembly for $250.
Oh, that's cool. So he's creating a bookstore. If I can get Riverside to stop bouncing. Stop it. Stop. Let me press the button. There we go. He's been remodeling into a bookstore. I think he means the building, not himself.
Oh.
And an Airbnb. This is very detailed. He's making a bookstore Airbnb crossover. It sounds like something out of a sketch show. Or maybe a sitcom opportunity. But he's going to get back to his apps. He's going to get back to his shark teeth. Remember that. Remember the good old days. This is what our show should be every week, dude.
Yep. You know what? Wait, do we have any plugins to tell people about? Are there any new plugins in the last 3 weeks? I don't think there are. Or the last 3 weeks.
No.
Remember we said if there's 3 plugins. No. So yeah, I think we do that once a month or twice a month, maybe instead. And then we're building plugins, we're adding features, and we're just building shit together. Right?
It can be Claude, chips, and tunes.
Make chips happen. Oh, I got this pick in San Francisco. When I went to San Francisco.
It's a very
You can go
small
see
pick.
it.
You're not going to be doing much digging with that.
Did it focus? Does it
I
is it
can't
there?
tell. It's too small, man.
All right. Well, that's not what she said.
You know what you should do? Learn how to play the intro song. And I'll sing it.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
You don't know Fred. What was it? I can't remember how it went. I'm going to find out. You know Fred. It's so good.
Oh, I forgot that part.
Yeah, Larry's got it. Open source, open mic.
I like that. Yeah.
And we're inspiring Kevin. He's building 2 more plugins right now.
Yeah.
This is what we need. Build plugins. Build apps. Like and subscribe. Retweet. Do all of the things. Help us out. Please, please, please.
Yeah. Anyway, who wants to hear some System Up and Down?
Yeah.
I haven't played that in so long.
Yeah, that was very wrong.
Eh. Did I see Craig in here earlier? We've been needing to get back to him. We got to get back to Craig, Simon.
Yeah.
He probably
he's
dropped because
still
we didn't
here.
even respond. He probably
No,
dropped.
he's a lurker.
probably
I
dropped.
did respond. He was here for the response. The response was a subtle hint. But I think he got it. Logan. Oh no, it wasn't Logan that I was thinking about. It was Zach. Zach says that you, Shane, should provide some tunes at the Vibes.
Then I'd have to travel with my guitar, and I didn't pay for that extra carry-on. Or I have to rent one when I get there. Go buy one and return it. That's pain. Nah, I don't want to do that. You bring a guitar. I'll play for you.
Somebody in
Kumbaya.
Boston will have a guitar.
I don't think anyone in Boston has a guitar. Wait, who said that? Who asked that? Who said that?
Zach.
Bring a guitar, Zach. I have a checked bag, but it's a bag, and I'm not gonna spend $75 for bring my guitar
to get broken on the way.
Boston dust. So I can bring back some Boston dust.
It's like them cream pats or whatever. What are they called? What's the Boston thing?
Boston cream pies, baby.
Cream pies. I did build a little bookstore app. This is Logan. That hooks up to my Bluetooth label printer. Somebody's got Bluetooth working. Lets you scan in books, auto prices, prints, labels, and adds to inventory. All with native PHP. Love it.
Logan did that. Did you do it with Super Native, Logan? You've been out of the loop for so long. I bet you didn't even do it with Super Native. Do you even know what Super Native is, dude? Do you even know about Super Native?
Nothing's real. Nothing's real.
You ever try crack? You'll love Super Native. That should be on a shirt.
Super Native.
You ever try crack? You're gonna love native PHP. Because if the answer is no, then it's like you're still gonna love it, and if the answer is yes, you're still gonna love it.
Did you see somebody basically accused us of being drug dealers?
Yeah, I saw that.
Right. If you're addicted to native PHP, please call this hotline.
We should put your real phone number on
there. No, we should just choose a random number and see, and then call it ourselves and see who picks up.
You ever have a boss that you really didn't like? So you go to all these, like after you quit, you put their email address into all of these forms for me neither. I've never done that.
No.
I've never done that, but I've thought about it. I have thought about it. Obviously,
it's a victimless crime or something. It's a there's no whatever. There's some. It's not a crime. I don't know what it is. It sounds good though. It sounds like fun. What's a travel guitar? Andy says I've been wanting to get a travel guitar for this exact reason. Is it like smaller? Does it fold up?
Is it electric? I've
Is
seen
that-
like
is
little
that the criteria?
foldable, like electronic, you know, and like you could just expand it and you can. I don't know if it's even got strings. Is that like Guitar Hero?
Do you do?
That would be fun. We should have Guitar Hero set up at the Vibes
I've seen a travel guitar. I've seen one. It was
with the drums
a guitar
and the microphone. That would be sick.
that was
actually.
made into a bike. It was like built into a bicycle. And you might have seen it on Instagram. It's some band that are promoting themselves heavily on Instagram at the moment that I saw, which I never go onto Instagram. And I stumbled across them and I was like, that's cool. And their music is actually good.
I'm going to tell you something about the way Instagram works. All bands are heavily advertising on Instagram. The one you clicked on or spent the most seconds reading through their thing is the one that's going to keep feeding you.
Yeah.
Or the
Love
one
the
that heard
algorithm.
you talk about when the phone's in your pocket.
You like that? You like that? Huh? They were called Undecided Future. And they had this cool little video where the guy like slides up on this BMX looking thing, and it turns out that it's a guitar and the main body bar of the bike, and he just starts playing it. And then another guy rolls in and he's got like a drum kit on a little kid's trike or something. And he's just like, it was cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old and now I don't know what cool is, but it was good. They were very talented and it got me listening to their music.
You're pretty old. You're younger than me.
Old.
I can say that. So
Yeah.
because I remember being your age and I was old then. So
I was brought up around old people.
So Live Very Low Gan built a bookstore
Ganlo.
app that hooks up into the Bluetooth label printer.
He's built an app that's bought him a house that he's turning into an Airbnb.
And is partnering with it. He's going to sponsor NativePHP.
Imagine if we did that, like all sales from every app that you build with NativePHP, no matter how you do them, we got like 0.1%.
I mean, you can do that. There's not anything illegal about it.
I don't think it's enforceable though. Like we couldn't actually.
No, we could.
How?
Well, there'd have to be some caveats. I think that if you built a plugin, right, that did like the Stripe stuff that you can do in apps, and then you set it up so that like, people had to, like they could just build their own though. That's the thing. No one would use it. But if we made it easy, you know, maybe it would be. Anyway, a Stripe plugin that does the Stripe, what is it called? Connect or whatever. Yeah. And like it just funnels the money to them, most of it except for the 0.1. I mean, that's kind of what it was built for. It's like for marketplaces to take a cut of things. So yeah,
it's just like there has to be some advantage from their side for that to make sense. That would be good.
Oh, you know what we should do? I should put this down. Let's go do this. Let's go grab a font. Not this inter one. Let's get a really interesting one. What's a good one that you know that you've seen a new font? You know what I mean? What's a good one?
Oh, I feel like everybody's using serif fonts at the moment.
I don't know who Sarah is, but I don't care about her fonts. What's a good font? Let's go to. I always go.
Oh my God!
Fonts.
Stop.
Fonts. Google. There we go. Let's go with a fancy font. You want to do one of these?
Fancy pants.
Or sophisticated or futuristic. Let's go with my chroma or your chroma or audio. I haven't seen that one. That's kind of cool. Let's do it. Let's get this one.
Just pick one. Just go.
Download. I downloaded. Ooh, I downloaded.
You know
this
what would be
rock salt.
good?
I like this
You know
one.
what would be good? If the plugin could fetch the font for
That's
you.
what
So
I
you
was.
didn't
That's what
have
I
to.
was. If it's a Google font, I think that it's pretty easy to do that. All right, so
Everyone
here it is. Here's rock
has the
salt
right.
regular, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna put it into the Jump app, and I'm gonna go into resources. We're gonna add a fonts directory, directory called fonts,
This
and we're gonna paste this sucker in there. Okay.
the chat.
What
Larry's
about
like Comic Sans. Lol. And online development says try it with Arabic words.
Ooh, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? So I'll tell you right now, we don't have right now. I will show you this. Check this out, guys and gals. Number one on our
The
future
infinite list.
I'll scroll this to here. So the future is to include right to left support, internationalization, font faces, which I can scratch off now, custom icons, SVGs, and all that stuff. So that is like one of the next things that I want to start working on is right to left and internationalization. So it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah. Yep. This is gonna be badass. Badass.
Badass. Badass. Badass.
Where is it? Where is it up to? What's it doing? Copy assets, text element.
Oh, it's
iOS
doing all sorts of
renders.
stuff, man. Doing all sorts of stuff. Yep. So it said, do you want to just add it to the text component or like the button and the label and the this and the that, whatever? And so it's adding to all of this stuff.
Cool.
Text.
I just want to be. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I want to be here when it happens. I want to
It's
see
about
it.
to happen, man. Look, it's on the last check mark.
It's happening.
It's doing it for Android. So like it technically, I mean, technically, I wonder if this would work. Let's just try it ourselves while it's figuring out its thing. In the home.
You think the iOS bit's done?
Yeah, I think so. So let's try down here the word Laravel. So if we do font
Larry
equals, if we do that, and then we do n run I w, let's see what happens.
Larry.
That'd be cool.
Val. Dr. Codswallop has a very good suggestion. It could be an artisan command, just like flux icon.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool.
:font.
Yep. Or font. Yeah, font. Maybe font install a little more explicit. Or like, man, if it was a URL, but there's no point. If it's a URL to a TTF OTF, then you just grab it and just put it in the thing. But if it's a known, I think Google fonts. What other fonts are there that are out there that are well?
They have a feed. I'm sure there's a Google Fonts feed.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. And then we could just it could be a type ahead search and like, you know what I mean? Like with Laravel prompts.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be cool. That way we don't have to maintain it and it would just automatically do it and it's out of our hands and it would just put it in the right spot and you would be, that's what she said all the time. White screen. Oh no, it didn't do white screen, but it didn't work yet. So all right,
Nope.
good to know. I do want to see then. Let me view the header context to confirm that's the right spot. Everything lines up.
I don't
It's
know
already
where it
sim
is.
linked.
What? I thought there was. I definitely did something about this a while ago.
You know, if we had an idea for a plugin before we started the live stream, we could even advertise that we're going to build that plugin on the live stream before the live stream.
Okay. Download all
Yeah.
Google fonts. We could just have them all. Nah, that doesn't make sense.
No.
Oh. Others can also use the web service.
I wonder if
Yes.
that's it.
Oh. Oh, that. Why does it reference some rubbish? That doesn't work. There. That sucks.
Let me do something. Install. Oh, I didn't install. I didn't reinstall. Duh. No, that shouldn't have to because it came from a plugin. We didn't change core. Never mind. Let me composer update to flush it out. And let me make sure. I think it's already sim linked and it said it was, but just want to make sure it is. Yep.
Oh my goodness. I don't know why I keep yawning. Oh no, I do. It's because I didn't sleep.
Why didn't you sleep, dork?
Because
Everything's in place, done, and here's where it all landed. I moved the entire feature into native UI, deleted standalone fonts plugin. Cool. Text, font, rock salt, regular, class, blah, 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 blah. The full path now exists. Reads the attribute of font name, wire prop. Manifest repointed text components element, the subclass, iOS. Finds rock salt, regular in the bundle, registered with core text. Android, build hook, copies it, files changed. To see it, CD and run it. The hook runs during the build. I couldn't compile build here. So check herd jump native PHP and ensure the font exists for iOS. It was copied. Aught was copied to the right place. All right. While that's doing that, I'm going to just run it and see what happens.
run it. We're coming up to 2 hours again, dude.
Well, we were taking all the questions and we were building a plugin and we want to see the end of this. We want to see it work, even if there needs to be some finessing after the fact. The font is gone from the iOS build after I reran. There are 0 TTF references in the Xcode projects. Nothing is bundled. Let me diagnose. All right.
This is why you need a Fable.
Well, you didn't give me $100.
You know what we need to do is get this free plugin out there first, and then the money will come in.
I don't know how, but I think that it's going to work.
I believe you. I believe, dude. I believe.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Wait, not touch this guy. Touch the sky.
Nothing is real. Nothing is real. Nothing is real.
I think about her every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
I believe I could soar.
Mm. You know what? Check it out. Keep singing.
What? I can't. I don't know the words.
See you running through that open
Open
door.
door.
I believe I can fly. I can fly.
Did you just light a match?
Sing. Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to cover the smell of my bad voice.
You should have brushed your teeth.
Yeah, well, I mean,
What are we looking at now? What's this thing? We don't have a font.
well, it's still looking. It's not working. Let me find where the copy assets hook actually runs an iOS build. I can only see post build so far, and it's call order. Found it. iOS build command only calls run post build hooks. There's no run copy assets hook. Oh, that goes into. Hang on, dude. You need to add that somewhere. I don't remember where. I think in the native service provider.
I've just
I
had an
think it goes
idea.
there. Uh-oh.
I know
Or
it's going to
in
be
the-
like pretty full on week, but the Friday after the vibes, should we do a whole day stream?
Only if we have Nuno on for part of it, because I feel
No,
like
no, he's not
we
gonna
need
be
his
there.
energy.
Yeah, no, there'll be like an hour where I'm just.
Yeah. A whole day, dude. I don't know.
Well, we could build an app. We could drink loads of Coke Zero. We're going to be together.
That's true. Wait. Oh, no, I can't. Because I'm taking Carson to MIT. We're touring MIT on Friday.
Oh, that's nice. Well, you could live
Yep.
stream that. Oh no, maybe they won't let you do that.
Okay.
And
then Saturday we're like, well, maybe Saturday, part of the day Saturday. I don't think a whole day, but
Saturday.
I want to go like travel around Boston and like go to the Boston stuff because we're gonna be at Laracon and doing the vibes and all that.
Andy says, when's the native PHP S to the power of 2 album release?
The LP is out. We're shopping it around for a deal.
Shane's always got his LP out. It's always they sent the travel guitar thing. Did you see that? Andy sent the travel guitar thing in Telegram. And oh yeah.
No,
I have
you would
seen
have
one
seen
of
me
those.
see it.
Would I? I can't see you right now.
No, you would have seen my screen. Go on it.
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry, that's
so this
very
is like
stupid of me.
Is it a carry-on size? Like, do they have any information about? They call it a travel guitar.
It's bulky, but I consider it carry-on. I don't know. It doesn't fold. No, I think it's. I mean, bits of it fold away, but yeah.
If you want to buy one for Simon and I, we would appreciate that. That'd be great.
That's what we should be called.
Just telling
not the
people
native PHP.
What I want for Christmas.
Simon and I.
S&S. It used to be the bucket. I had a dream that we did a bucket
S3.
episode with Steven. We should do that.
That would be we should do another one. That would be nice. For old times.
The hook is registered, invisible at runtime. No, it's something. It's in the. Let me see where it is. It's something in somewhere that it has to do something.
The font vanished. Like some Scooby-Doo character. I do like, wouldn't it be cool if AI made more pop culture references?
If AI made more, I mean,
like,
I think if you just asked it to, it would.
I don't know. Maybe. Somebody make an agent that's like, yeah, just a little bit more personality.
Let me look at our own docs here, dude. Native PHP docs, plugins,
Plugins.
creating lifecycle hooks.
It's like the hook name is wrong or something.
No, there's a way to like
Clear out stuff.
this is already there. That's already done. No, I mean that should work.
Did you put the font file in the right place?
Mm-hmm. It confirmed all that too.
Then how has it got rid of it? Because it's not. It shouldn't be clearing up wherever you put it originally, should it?
Well, I did an install, which does clear it after I told it to do this, but I then ran it again.
Oh.
And so I wonder where it's supposed to go. I want to look myself, like where does it go? Actually, I can look here in the console, copy font. It would go into the...
No resources fonts directory found. Skipping. Copy, copy, copy. It doesn't delete anything. Where would...
What are you talking
I
about?
don't understand.
No, native install would delete from the native PHP directory.
Oh, you put it in the native PHP directory.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
The font file itself, the TTF.
It's in
the
resources.
When you
directory.
downloaded it,
I put it here. It's in resources fonts.
Right.
When I run the run command, it moves it into native PHP. I did that. It didn't work. So I ran the install command thinking, oh, wait, some of my iOS code has to change. Copy from vendor back into the native PHP directory and then the plugin, but it's not. It was all in the plugin. So in that interim, I told it to go check and it was like, it's not there, but it might have been while it was still rebuilding the plugin, but it's not working. So,
but the point is, it doesn't matter if it's not there because when it runs the build, it should copy it. As long as the font file exists in its source location, when you run the build, then it should be copying it into place.
You're not following the logic that I laid out. That is true. What you're saying is true, but I had deleted it out of native PHP because when you run the install command, it clears out RMRF the whole native PHP dir.
That's fine, but the objection that I see the LLM coming up with is it's not there, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't matter because I'll run the build again, and then it will be there.
So
it's like it just isn't copying it.
The builds iOS app command doesn't share the prepares build that Android does, and crucially, the bundle Laravel app. So I think there's actually a fundamental. It's not running that lifecycle hook and actually calling the copy assets for iOS, which is possible because not a lot of people do this, so it wouldn't have necessarily surfaced. It's kind of a fringe thing to do, but
well,
copy custom
that would
font.
explain
so it's explicitly doing this. I don't want to do this.
No, that's gross. You want it to be more general purpose.
Let's see if this works and if that fixes it. iOS core fix done. Now the Android equivalent. Well, let's give that a shot. So now I do have to do an install because I changed core and install. Just change the PHP, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do run. And we will see what happens. Didn't mean to do that at all.
Willem in the house.
What's up, Willem Louvre? He's probably like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm out of
No,
here.
he's going to be like, yeah, that is actually how you pronounce my name. You got one
It's
right.
Shane.
Good job.
Shane's wired. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I missed a step here, or it had not done something that it thinks it needed to have done. I think.
When
I don't think this is right because I did a lot of testing on this a long time ago.
why is it getting rid
so-
of the hook?
Yeah, it's doing some weird stuff here. I'm gonna let it go. If it can get like a happy trail, happy test, happy path, that's what it's called, happy trail. Then that's great. Then we can refine it backwards from there.
I wonder if there's some. I mean, the hooks that just run commands is good in the JSON. I wonder if there's some other.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just thinking like doing it that way kind of forces you to write an artisan command, whereas you could just write it as PHP code in some other place, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just thinking out loud about a completely different thing that's not actually even a problem, because that's what my brain
That's what
does.
we do, and that's why we have a bazillion things on our list to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. I lost my whole conversation the other day that we had about the store. And so I've gone back down it. Well, no PHP storm crashed out. But I had,
but it was in
9
Claude,
projects
right?
and- yeah.
Claude has history. It remembers.
Yeah, I asked it and it didn't have it.
No. If you go to a new terminal and do Claude resume.
Claude resume.
That is not what it does. Oh, it's -- resume or something like that. Sorry.
Like this?
There we go.
Oh. Yeah, good luck, dude. I had a million.
You can
of those.
search. You can use the search. State. Maybe that only searches the title, not the body.
I'll come back to this. I want to finish what I'm doing.
That's weird. Why would it? Oh, maybe it's only presumable if you exit the chat, but if you quit the process, it doesn't have chance to.
I don't
Do
build
whatever. I
from
don't know.
Xcode.
I don't know.
I ran the run command. We should not be explicit about copy font ... commands from core. The life cycle hooks for plugins should just work. But before I submit that, let me do it one more time. Hit me, baby. Hit me, baby.
Janum Rack. Does anyone know when building native PHP desktop applications via Bifrost will be available?
We've been asked that question every single week for the last year. So the answer has
coming.
always been the same. Any day now.
It's coming.
Yeah. We are going to definitely get back into Bifrost a lot in the next.
I am back into
I've been
Bifrost,
saying
but
that. Well, you are. Yeah.
the problem, desktop is not something that I've spent a lot of time on recently, and yeah, it's like not at the top of the list still. So
I gotta tell you. Oh, you go ahead. I'll tell you afterwards.
no, go for it.
I've been getting this itch. You know what I mean. By now, you know what I mean. That's how the
You
super
should go
native
to the doctor
shit
and get that
started.
checked out.
I got a cream. It's working, but
Hmm.
I'm getting this itch to do what we've done with PHP for desktop.
Oh, I've got the same itch.
Yeah.
We must have
See,
been standing too close to each
what
other.
do they say? What do they say about
It's
playing with dogs and you
spreads.
get fleas or something?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
spreads.
Yep.
Um, yeah. Do you know? I don't think it would be that difficult. I was thinking about maybe even getting Fable to have a crack at it.
Mm. It starts in the build scripts.
Yep. Well, we've got our plugin, which is the fundamental piece, which isn't like iOS or Android specific. And then not plugin, you know what I mean? PHP extension. And then the bit, so the thing that I think I will do first, because it's the bit that I can do, is just focus on Mac. But there's huge benefit to it if we do it, dude. Because
I know.
we could get rid of Electron entirely.
Yep.
Oh,
The fundamentals are there. Like the architecturally, it's solved, right?
yeah.
The blueprint's done.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of sticking some hours into it or weeks.
Definitely. Yeah,
I
it's
think
gonna
Windows
be,
is going to be
it's
a
gonna be a
pain
chunk
in
of
the
work.
ass for different versions and or whatever, like different, because it's all different stuff that it needs to support or not support or whatever. But
Windows is horrific.
dude, imagine not just the speed, but at the OS level to tap into any OS functionality. I mean, I don't know. Like, are there limitations with, you know this better than me because I haven't played with it in a long time. Are the limitations with Electron tapping into native functionality on the OS on desktop?
Yeah, loads.
Like what? Give me a really like, oh my God, I can't believe they don't do that example.
Well, it's not so much what it can or can't do. It's the layers that you have to go through in order to do stuff. So they've got this, like, they've got some weird bridging thing where you can write native code. They've got shelling out to, you know, what we do, what some call like a sidecar process. So you spin up a separate process, which is what we do on desktop at the moment. And all of those things that you tap into can use the system, but they're all like a bit wonky and, you know, sort of loosely coupled. They're not from your application. It's a node process that is shelling out to another thing. And so every single thing that you do is going through the browser renderer, essentially, or like some back part of the browser, not necessarily the renderer, and then through Node, and then into the system, and then through whatever layers you introduce into whatever the native thing is that you're trying to do. So it's just like, it's just too far removed from everything. Like you can't do anything really performant, which, you know, so what you end up doing if you want something sensible is do most of the work in the web view. And if you need some completely random functionality that it just doesn't tap into, you're going to end up writing some random bit of code and trying to figure out how to plug it in. I think now in the AI thing, it's going to be easier, but you're always going to be limited by the performance characteristics of basically running it through the browser and running it through Node, which it's just not good. It's just not good. I think
Yeah.
if we did this for desktop, we'd probably have one of the best ways to build desktop applications in the world.
I'll tell you something I'm excited about or want to do. I want to build a browser.
I was going to say exactly the same thing.
Were you really?
But what kind of browser though?
So the thing that intrigues me, and this is just like where it starts, I guess, and there's more things like Chrome, like whatever, we'll call it whatever you want to. But I think what we can do because of and maybe this could already be done with other. I'm sure it can be actually. I know that it can be. I don't know why no one's doing this, but imagine just the simple example: controlling your brightness from within a web page, the actual system brightness from a
Yeah.
website.
I can
And
tell
that's
you
just
why
where it
it's not
starts.
done.
Why?
Because the very very smart people who have decided the standards for the web have decided that, and I think quite rightly, just to be clear, but they have decided that it's a very very sharp knife, and that 99.99999% of people are not ready for the damage that could do to them, and their systems aren't ready for it either. So you just like you use a trivial example there of like changing the brightness from a web page, but you take that to the next degree, and what you're really saying is give the browser access to any local APIs, and that is just a minefield. Like you're then opening people's systems up to like they could navigate to any web page, and it can do stuff on their machine. That's
Exactly.
right. You see that as an advantage, but attackers see that as
An advantage.
a
And
huge
guess
huge
what?
opportunity.
They're already doing that through the traditional sense. So then you have more abilities for security and to tie that thing down. But the advantages can outweigh people are already facing, like they're already battling malware and hackers and attacks and all that stuff. You figure out a way to do that, like an opt-in only, like you can figure that out. That's a solvable problem. It's easy. The advantages you have though, imagine if somebody has like a customer service issue and like you can just like very easily, more easily than you can now, hop into their computer and dance around and do stuff and move files around. And it's like what you give explicit access to. As an example, imagine a website that dims the lights in your house. Like I know we're really close already to a lot of that kind of functionality happening through the web even. I just feel, or through apps. I don't know. I just think like just like this, there's a lot of explorability, things that we can challenge ourselves to thinking about. Like this is the way that the world works now. Doesn't have to be the way that it works later. And it could be better. It can be better, and it takes some out of the box thinking. And I think this is a great place that we're in now to think about that.
I don't disagree with the idealistic approach to it, but you have to be careful not to be blind to the very real dangers that it poses to the majority of people. And that is something that like the teams of people that are working on, the browser sandbox and ensuring security around these random third party applications that we're allowing onto our devices can't break out of that sandbox and start doing malicious things, whilst at the same time presenting a useful like expansion of privileges when the user is comfortable with what that's going to do and what that's going to mean. And that's a constant problem that's not going to go away, and you can't just sweep that under the rug and say, yeah, but I don't want to deal with that, just because you want to do something that can't be done right now, with like web technology. That said, I do agree, and I think that it's a different kind of browser. Honestly, it's not even it's not you imagine a browser of like an app, a native app that's got like the native buttons and things as the main controls, but the major part of the UI is a giant web view. That is exactly what a browser is now, and uh, that is the abstraction layer and the kind of virtual canvas on top of native UI that lets us render anything in the browser. You know, like you use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in the right way, and you can basically build whatever you want. And then it's just living inside this security sandbox so that our apps can't do stuff on people's devices without their permission. But if they install your app, and I don't mean a browser, but it would behave somewhat like a browser, and your app was able to go and fetch from the internet instructions about how it should behave. That's exactly what a browser does, right? It's going to a server and it's fetching what will ultimately become the instructions for how your web view based application should behave. If it was to do that, but the instructions that it received are native UI instructions,
Mhm.
instead of just HTML that then needs to be parsed and rendered, then it could do anything that the permissions on the system let your application do. And then you get away from the whole, I need to ship my website in a browser or my web application through a browser. I just ship my application, and it's
I just shit my pants.
It's server. What's the server? Not rendered. I can never remember this freaking phrase. But you're basically server driven UI. So and we already have it. Like if you think about what you're doing with this native UI stuff, it just doesn't happen over the network, but the principle's the same. On the one side, on PHP, you're creating that binary representation of the UI. And then on the native side, with no network in between, it's picking that up and it's rendering the UI. And all you're saying is, well, now I'm going to stretch these two pieces apart from each other. The PHP side lives on a server and it renders this binary blob and sends that over the network. And then on the client, the native side, it picks up that binary blob and it renders. Nothing's any different. All you've done is introduce the network.
I mean, some of those things technically are in place. Microphone, camera, etc. Those are native things that the OS knows about, that from web you can click a button that tells it to start, right?
Yep.
So maybe screen brightness is the only thing that it can't do. Like, wait a minute, is it already in place? It's just not done with PHP and there's a lot of stuff. Printing. I mean, there's a lot of things like that you can bind into now through browsers, actually. So what's something that we want to do besides hacking that this would make a good argument to go and explore? Maybe it's already done.
So
actually,
the problem with the web platform is not that the technology isn't there or can't be there or won't be there. The problem is its speed of adoption is just very, very slow. Like Bluetooth has been around for ages. Have you ever built a website that interacts with Bluetooth?
Earlier today. Not really. No, I'm lying.
Yeah. You can do it. You can do it, but believe me, you don't want to do it. Like the user experience for doing it is terrible because none of the browsers can agree on how it should be presented and how those permissions should be persisted and all of the different things about that's basically what's going to happen is they've got to all agree, before it can become a standard.
So what's the difference then between like the web view based, and I'm thinking that there's really not much, the web view based browser, right? That can give you some UI, dynamically rendered UI that's coming from another server, and just some app that's doing essentially the same thing. You have a
Ooh.
UI that's getting, it's just a desktop app. It's getting the instructions for how the UI should look from a server someplace dynamically
Yep.
and has core functionality. I think like, all right, so it doesn't know HTML. Maybe you just tell it not to know HTML intentionally. So it's not a browser, quote unquote.
Yep.
You know what? That's exactly what we've got, actually.
That
That's
is exactly
exactly
what we've
what
got.
the new Jump app is, which announcement there.
But you want to know what the difference is actually, and this is an important thing, or it was when internet speeds were bad. HTML and all of its adjoining technologies is great for streaming over a TCP connection, right? Because it can send a packet of information that doesn't make up the entire page and confirm whether it's been received on the other end. But in the meantime, the browser can start to render. So it feels like something's happening, even though the network is really bad. And so if network conditions are flaky, you don't have this like frozen UI or something.
So you just have like native loading indicators.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Or something
I think
static on the app that it's doing a song and dance while you're you're entertained while it's doing this other shit. Like,
yeah,
I mean, that's easy to solve.
I think that actually the way that you would do it is like how we build native apps today. You would ship most of the UI with the app in the first place, right? So it's already there. But then what you could do is reach out to the network kind of asynchronously and in the background and all of this kind of stuff.
That's what we're doing.
And fetch updated screens and
That's exactly
like
what we're
cache
doing.
that like yeah, I know. But there's still loads of caveats to that and like reasons why you don't want to do that as in a generalist tool like a browser. And you do want it to behave the way that it does because it's
So
like
that's what I'm saying. Just don't call it a browser. Call it
exactly.
native PHP because that's literally what we're doing. I was thinking about that last night.
Yep.
Like we are pulling from a server. So this is the Jump app. Let's see if this works. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. That's
Success.
cool. That's
Success.
so cool.
Success.
Instant Laravel runtime.
So the problem was, remember, there was like so many things that you wanted baked into core. The plugin, native UI plugin, couldn't override something that's in core. So we had to bake this into core. Now, some of the copying logic for the fonts is in the plugin, but that was what the problem was. I like this.
So,
and
so
in fact,
are we saying that it should be in core and not in the plugin?
because text is a native, is a core native component. Yeah. I want to put this on a new line, I think.
It's funny how the the implementation has actually kind of forced it to work us through all of those layers, like from a plugin all the way through to the core. Yeah, that's kind of
which is good.
Yeah.
You don't think so? Is it?
I mean, I don't know. I think it could have been a plugin. It could have been in the UI plugin. Wow. That's big.
Too big.
I think like 12. Is it points?
No, it's DP or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It has to divide by 48 or something like that. I don't know. And it's different for Android and iOS. Just to normalize things, there had to be a different calculation. trying to make it like huge. Yeah, I don't love the way it's rendering right now, but I can play with that. Maybe these get like item center, or is it justify center? I think it's justify center. Oh, that's kind of all right.
That's cool.
There's like not a line height. I think this font just actually has a larger line height, but it's cool. Like now we can put this font equals rock salt regular. We could have a mapping in config that says font. Oh no, because it's got to be in font anyway. It's got to be in the attribute. We made it in the attribute instead of the parser.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do it like on this thing. This little paragraph down here.
Boy.
Boom, baby.
That's
dope.
great.
That's dope. And we can do that. We can get any font. So we're going to hang up the call, right? Because it's now 2.5 hours. And we're going to add some more functionality to this and ship it. And then now you got fonts. This is cool, dude.
That was great. That is actually amazing because that opens like the design door
Yep.
way wider in terms of what you can achieve.
Yep. Incredibly. It does make me want to look at line height though. And I think, what is that in Tailwind? I don't think we have support for that exactly. It's not line height. It's called it's like tracking, or I always get them confused. Tracking, or what's the other one?
I can't remember.
Tailwind line height. Leading excess. Just to see a big difference. No, it didn't do it. I don't think we have support for leading. Let me ask.
Add it to the notes.
Have support in the Tailwind parser for leading? What is this? Piyush got it. Piyush? Sorry. Not sorry. Piyush. Leading. We called it. And so did online development. And so did Jerkod Swallow. Hey, Jerkod.
There's quite a few people asking if Supernative is available. It's in beta right now.
Yeah, it's available. Go get it.
It's all free. All of the stuff you're seeing is free. This font stuff will come out at some point in the next few days as well, I guess. And all the docs are starting to form together on nativephp.com. You can go to the little version switcher in the docs and switch to version 4, which is at the top. It's not the default yet because it's still beta. And learn more about everything that's in there and how to use it and all of that stuff. We're doing a lot of work on the docs. They're still moving around quite a bit. So
there's a lot to do on the docs. But it's a lot of it's there though, and you can point Claude at it now and start doing stuff. So that's
for sure. And I'm making sure that when we move stuff around, even though it's beta docs, that things get redirected so that you don't lose. If you are in one place, you end up where you should be.
And for those that speak American, real English, the right proper English from America,
dokes.
Beta is what he's saying.
Dokes.
You only gain that knowledge from experience. You know what I mean?
So yes, it's coming. I'm just gonna comment, like, I did the beta for desktop for a really, really long time. In fact, it was more than that. And we started off with alpha, and there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to try and get done. And, it ended up stretching out for probably a couple of years. I'm just going to say we're beyond those times. We're well beyond those times. this is stuff that's going to move really, really quickly. So we're just shaping everything up. The beta is going to be for a few weeks.
Beta.
That's all. Just a few weeks.
I want to add. I see Payush talk about starter kits.
Yep.
Yep. We have a starter kit. It's old, and I don't suggest using it because it's all WebView stuff. I probably will convert the native. Let me show you native. I probably will convert this into a starter kit. Because it's got a ton of UI stuff. It's got some examples too of like actual sites. Like here's a Facebook clone. You know what I mean? You can like stuff and whatever, like just UI stuff. So that's definitely gonna happen. And Simon, I don't know if I mentioned it to you, but I had this idea for like native UI dot nativephp.com or ui.nativephp.com. I think like Tailwind UI, we can have pre-built whole apps, an Uber app, a social media app, whatever, like come up with a recipe app, whatever, and like have the whole thing built out. You can buy the whole kit and caboodle or a monthly sub or something, right? Like some way to like, we need money, guys. I know you don't like it, but we have bills to pay. So sorry, not sorry, but like some way, like a ton of work into each one of these and sell them for $50, sell them for $100, something like that.
Or encourage everybody to get onto a Ultra subscription and get them all.
Or yeah, Ultra subscriptions where it's at. That's a great idea. Yep.
What do you think about that?
PHP
The
apps.
people who are left in the chat, stop what you're doing, put your pens down for a second.
My pants?
Yep.
Simon,
Pull your pants down.
I'm not wearing any.
Then don't do that. Think about this for a second. Should we build ready to go native application starter kits for specific use cases and make them available as part of our Ultra package?
This is a great example while we're waiting. This is in the Tailwind parser. So it just added these definitions, key value, right?
Nice.
The value is an array that's got a key and a value. This key is the attribute that's passed into Kotlin and Swift so that we are mapping known properties into known properties by the OS, by Swift and Jetpack.
Yeah.
And so it's actually like line height is not what Jetpack or Swift UI even know. It is then mapped internally for their own definitions, but we normalize it to one thing here.
That's cool. Yep. It's a lot. It feels like it's a lot of extra stuff. Like if you just had an attribute on the component that was called line height.
That works too. So you can just pass attributes instead of Tailwind.
Oh, that
classes.
already works now.
Yeah. Yep.
Great.
Yeah, it does a
we should
so
document
that. It is documented.
Oh, right.
It's all there.
I haven't come across it yet.
So she said,
you don't need to find it.
No, it's right here, dude. Whoa! Why do we have a server error? What did you do?
Yikes!
You pushed
what
some
did I
code
do?
out. I saw it happen. You always blame.
What did I do? I don't know. Let me figure
Simon.
that out.
Yeah. Yes,
Did it only break the V4 docs?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I'm scared to do this.
No, you looked at something else a moment ago and it was fine now.
No, well. Oh, yeah. This one's fine. The getting started introduction is fine. And then I went into edge components. Activity indicator is fine.
Which one was it that you just tried to go to?
Text. It's edge components text is not working. The other ones are working.
I haven't done anything on text. Okay, Well, I'm gonna have a look and I'll get it fixed.
Well, we should have gotten a thing come back from
Yeah, I'm just
Night
looking
Watch.
at that
This
now.
this whatchamacallit, brought to you by Night Watch. This section of the show.
Oh, damn! I've
Oh my
completely
God.
forgotten. I've completely forgotten to do that.
What?
We have a sponsor that I'm supposed to read out. I'm very sorry.
You're sorry that we
I
have a sponsor?
was.
I think it's great. We have a couple sponsors, don't we? Do we have more than one?
We only have one for now.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
It's all right.
we can still do us. But we've been doing us for 2.5 hours.
Time to get to the sponsors. Let's pay some bills.
Yeah. Come and sponsor the show. We've got 2.6 thousand subscribers on YouTube.
2.600. 2.6 thousand is
No,
right.
it's 2.6 thousand is the way that you say it.
Thousand. It sounded like way more.
I know. 2,600 is how you would say it if you were going to say it that way.
American way.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's get this. So I can do this and I can do that. I'm going to share my screen, which I don't know if I have to take over.
While you're doing that, there's comments here on the starter apps. I believe you should sell them separately. What are the most common app types you would make templates for? I think the effort is bigger than the ROI. Simon, I think it's just that page. Yeah, so maybe not even, it could be how do you say, it could be like Tailwind UI. Like, for example, you want to do Tinder style app, you want the swipe left and right. You could do the whole app as a separate thing, or you could just do that one component that is a swipe left and right, as a component now, or a grouping of components, because that's really, I think, the thing. If like all of the components are already there, all of the components are in native UI and or core, but you need help putting them together in a way that makes sense for your application usage, we can predefine some of those things. That's one step. Then, as far as like an app is concerned, I was thinking of a prompt recently to ask Claude, what are some generalized app categories that we can provide in this? And I think that it doesn't have to be, look at Tailwind UI or whatever it's called now, Tailwind Labs or whatever. They only have like half a dozen, maybe 10, right? Of like predefined those React JS apps. We could do, a social media. There could be like 3 or 4 flavors of a social media app. An Instagram style, a Twitter style, a whatever style. Make your own blue sky, and it would be nice to like build out like Pinkery with one of these. That'd be cool. Just connect it to your API, normalize the feed that's coming from the JSON, and put it into the right place. And then you have like WebSockets, and you have like all these things that you have to like configure and build on your own that a lot of people will probably want to do. You can just do it, right? You can just do it. Dating apps, social media, store front, what was the other one? Like, you want to go buy movie theater tickets, like which seat do I get, and putting all of those things. What is your configuration for how many rows, how many columns, and like people putting them into their cart and paying for them and using the Apple Pay and like all of the things, and like putting your QR code on the screen or like to get scanned by the movie. Like there's a ton of ways to do that. What about like farmers markets that want to just like sell their own stuff? They have a filament app site, whatever, in the back end that's controlling their products and their pricing, and they're just pulling in dynamically. There's a ton of stuff. Think of how many websites there are. Think of how many different kinds of apps. Uber style, DoorDash style, Uber Eats, Grubhub, like all of those real-time geolocation tracking stuff, Life 360 kind of app, Strava / Nike Run Club. What about a monitoring like Health Kit, whatever, like putting that together inside of your own app, and you can pull out parts you don't want, and you can focus on a certain niche of people. There's a ton of them. There's a ton of ideas. Just drink some coffee. You'll get it.
I think we shouldn't build all of that stuff. I think we can use the marketplace and help people sell those kinds of things, and they can decide what's valuable. But for us to build all of that stuff and support and maintain is just, it feels like it's going to be a massive headache. And I'm not saying that we couldn't do it if the business was sort of big enough to support us doing it, but right now doesn't feel viable. I think the other problem is with AI, like we've built a lot of this to make it good with AI. And so you can build stuff quickly. I don't know. I am very like, there's going to come the point of reckoning with AI where it's actually going to end up costing more to build stuff yourself than to buy things off the shelf. It doesn't feel like it's like that at the moment because it's heavily subsidized. And I think that that's going to change unless there are fundamental improvements to its performance profile, like how much server capacity the labs are using to actually do this stuff. So I don't know how close we are to anything like that. And I don't think people are going to want to use AI and spend their tokens on things that can be trivially purchased off the shelf. So I'm kind of going against my own
Well,
thing, but
yeah. So what if you had download the Uber, like pay for the Uber thing, but you want it to be for truck drivers and not specific to whatever. Now you have a huge starting advantage that's
right.
connecting to the location. It's doing all the permission stuff. It's connected to your backend. You specify some URL, like all of those things. It's a huge platform to jump off from now. That's going to save you tons of tokens,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, let us spend 10 million tokens so you don't have to. And then we're just selling basically what that effort might be. Totally side note. Do you want a Shaneism?
Yeah.
I was at the gym. I was working out. I'm on this little whatever it's called. And I was like, man, imagine if the machine that I'm running on knew how much I was powering it, and it was taking the electricity I'm producing technically, which none of them are taking advantage of, and it's putting it back into the gym's grid and reduces my membership for the month based by how much I exercise.
That is a full on Black Mirror episode and you should watch it.
Really? What the hell is
Yes.
Black Mirror?
Oh my gosh. You need to watch
TV.
some TV. Yeah, but you need to. Black Mirror is very good.
After Denmark, I already said I'm going to take
Okay.
off like some time and like chill for a little while. I probably won't actually because we got a bunch of stuff that's going to happen. But anyway,
Yeah.
yep.
So
Tell me.
I think it's going to come down to what they're worth in our eyes is not going to be what people want to pay. I think it's going to be like themes on Theme Forest. People like, I want to pay $29 to get a whole WordPress website and full admin system, and it connects to this and it connects to that and it does everything. And I just tweak it to death through, shonky WordPress code, which is fine in principle. But I don't know if that gives us enough to keep on supporting them.
I can see the hybrid of Tailwind UI and Theme Forest. And we just use our existing marketplace, and we have whole apps that you can purchase or that are part of the subscription, whatever.
Yeah.
And other people can upload them. And then that will grow. There will be hundreds of things like that or more eventually. I have to believe that. I mean, there's 60 something, dude. There was like 0 6 months ago. So like there were none.
Yes.
Right? That's a lot. That's a huge whatever. And to allow people to build their own things out, to have like previews. So we've already worked on some of this like You can
Yeah.
preview inside of the Jump app like anything, and that's coming soon. But
Mhm.
then you get access to the code and be like, yep, this is exactly what I want. There's good code examples. I can see the README. I can see, you know what I mean? Pictures, screenshots, whatever.
Yeah.
Functionality. And it can include, like, to some extent, like you already, like, there's just like warning, you have to already have the geolocation plugin. It's not going to ship with the app. You know, it's a separate thing because it's a lot to work around for that. But most people already have it, especially if you're already on a subscription. So just do it.
I mean, I would like to explore it because I think we could build like one and make it available to people, and we've got all of the pieces in place to make that work really well, and see what happens.
I want to rebuild Life 360.
I don't know what that is.
Life 360, I have Carson, I have Vika, and then, like, when Carson leaves school, I get a notification on my phone. I can see him on the map. It's tracking him all the time. It's good for safety. It's good for kids. It's good for all that stuff. And then, but the thing that they charge for, it's like $10 a month. You get like 2 places or 3 places
Yeah.
that are, what are they called? The geofencing. When someone enters or leaves that place, you get a notification. It alerts everybody on the thing. But you can only have 2 or 3. And then after that, it's $10 a month. There's other things too. Like, and one of the things that they do, and I think is really smart, is like, if somebody starts driving, you can, right in the app, you can say protect this trip for $7.99 and add insurance to a single trip. I don't know anyone who would actually do that, but I think it's smart that you could do that, right? Yeah, there's other things too. I don't know what else they upsell for. I've been using it forever, but it's like, I would like more location places. I just want to build this thing out, and I think that'd be a cool use of native PHP and Laravel in general, because you need the backend to sort these things. You have to track like historical locations and trips. It's not just locations, but trips.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this leading. Is it pronounced leading or letting? Leading.
I've always said leading, but
I know, but you're British, so I can't trust it.
yeah, I know. It's pretty terrible, isn't it?
The British are terrible.
Yes.
Yes. An Uber Eats template. Yeah. Christophe Lemoyne. You have a lot of bootstrappers. What does that mean? Like, a lot of people that would want to do this kind of thing, like build these ideas out. Yeah. There's so many things. Ask Logan Kraft, who built the freaking shark tooth identifier, beach identifier. And this is in WebView before, right? Like, way before this got even way better. I don't see anybody else. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't looked enough. Does React Native, does somebody create some site that allows you to purchase or get for free pre-built app shells that you can just modify to your need? Change the color, change the use case, change the backend. I don't know. ThemeForest does stuff, but it's all like themed stuff. There's some code things. Maybe they do. Maybe they do it actually.
I haven't seen it. I think because the value proposition of mobile apps has always been so high, people are quite protective of the stuff that they're doing.
And that is our mantra. Legalize PHP. Normalize, democratize apps. Tear the walls down, baby.
Yeah, shoot the ceiling. Wait. No, wait. I don't know what it is.
You would.
Anyway.
You would. Wouldn't you?
I would, because I forgot to put the safety on, and my fingers on the trigger and whatever. So on that note, we're just going to say this bit about ballast.now, which is by Artisan Build. They are out to answer this question. Does shipping faster result in more fragile code?
No.
They analyze 70 open source repos with Ballast, the tool. and found that a little more than half stayed durable,
Hey, it works.
even with significant increases in velocity. And that since the beginning of the AI era. You can go to ballast.now/study to find out more. That's what this is. The study that they've done. And they're adding apps and reviewing them all of the time. It's a very interesting project. And will undoubtedly reveal some powerful insights. So go and check that out. Thank you to ballast.now for sponsoring our show. There you go.
Check this out, dude. It's not working necessarily with the custom fonts, but check this out. So this paragraph right here, you guys see it? A mobile programming environment.
No,
Let's
your
say
sharing has
letting-
stopped now because I took over. That's my fault.
Well, then I can prep this a little bit better then. How about that? All right, share my whole screen, which you could share multiple windows. That'd be nice. A mobile programming environment for Laravel and NativePHP. You guys see this now? We're going to add letting relaxed.
What?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
We can do
my
snug.
gosh.
Snug.
Whoa.
You can do none. There you go.
Wow.
So it's not working on the custom font as far as I can tell. I don't know. I don't know if it is or it isn't. But it didn't look like it when I added. But it's like there's so much space in here anyway. So you know what I mean? I could do this. Let's put this in a row and just do like so you can do class equals gap 8 or whatever, right? But you can also say gap equals 8, but that's an int. So you have to do it like this. So you can do this for all of these things. So there's the gap, but this, well,
That's
let's
cool.
change. And let's do text for Excel. I think this has to be, let's just no text size on it. Let's just try that. And then this bold and italic doesn't really matter. The color does. Yep. So if we did, I don't think that matters. I don't think it's going to change anything. Yeah, I think this just has like a naturally large line height or something like that. So
yeah, what might be quite interesting is to can you do like on the row item center, for example?
Yeah, it's a different thing. Did you fix the docs page?
No, it's still cranking.
Oh, well, yes, there is a way. It's not just, it's like, I think it's text align. Let me go try that. And I think you have to pass the actual, let me see. I think it's text align equals, what is it? Center or something?
You don't know. Maybe.
No, I don't remember. That's reaching for a couple of things here. One, I think this might be an int. Two, I don't know if the row is going to apply to the text inside. I think it's align items or something like that. That's why I just use the classes, because I understand the classes. It's a lot better.
Yeah, easier to remember. Perhaps.
Yep. So that gap did work. So anyway.
I know what the issue is with this thing. It's gonna a fix is coming on that page. I think there's a variable in one of the demos, like a PHP variable that's been defined in the code sample, but without the verbatim
Yeah. Could be.
gate around it. Claude is just floating around. It might be a bit more nuanced than that. There's a lot of stuff that I've done to the docs to give us all the flexibility that we wanted. So it could be happening at some weird layer. Anyway, you know what?
We're gonna go eat.
So long. I need to go.
Know your body,
which
dude.
never happens. Do we have any other messages before I go? Specialized UI components.
I'll show you this thing too. You can do this select text class as a class, and you can copy
all of the template. Yes.
There's other things too that you can do here, but yep. So that's cool. We got a font plugin. Actually, it's part of Core. We don't have a font plugin. We didn't make a plugin. We baked it into Core instead.
We did it
today, so that's cool. So,
ship it.
A messenger app template. See, there's another idea. And that's the thing. You do a messenger app template. Guess what? Things like Instagram have chat inside of it. It's like an app inside of an app where that functionality lives there too. So it's like a component, really, right? With WebSockets, with backend integrations and all that stuff. Lots of stuff, you guys. All right, so this is a great. We started this like I don't know what we're going to talk about, and 3 hours later, here we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix this thing. I've got so many other things that I want to try and do, and I didn't think we were going to be on for 3 hours.
I'm hungry, dude.
So
you said let's do a whole day show, and like
I didn't mean today. Gosh, no, but this was good. This was really I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun. With you guys, and now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go eat some food, and I'm gonna walk my dog, and he's gonna be less mad at me. And
just don't confuse those.
Yeah, eat my dog and walk the food. Right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody.
Thanks, man. You too. I'll talk to you in like 10 minutes, probably. No, I got work to do. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.